Okay, we have the green bars, we have the live counters ticking up, so we should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. It is a Paradox Hour podcast, and we are here to check in on the Winter 2024 anime. Our list is so much shorter than it was last season.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I say.
It's about to get a bit shorter.
I mean, if I just quickly go back and check what it was like for the 3+ episode check-in in fall, probably be about, what, November 11th, are we going to say?
No,
Yes.
It was earlier than that.
Was it?
Yeah. No, maybe no. It was probably like the last week of October.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we did. Whatever.
Either way, it was onto a second page, and we are
We have
not close to
several
that.
lines before we get to the second page here.
7 lines, I think. So yeah.
6 or 7 lines, yeah. And we're going to see at least one more drop this week.
But probably not this show that we are starting with, because it is 7th time loop. The Villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy.
This one's really good, though. Like, actually really good.
Trying to remember. I'm not sure how... I mean, I was really into the, like, almost dance battle thing they had in episode 3.
That was really cool.
Like, that was pretty good, but the second half of that episode was... So.
I liked it well enough. I do like the concept, at least, of her going undercover as a maid to actually, you know, scope out the character of the maids in the palace.
Yeah.
Because it is a pretty clever idea, honestly.
I am also intrigued by Evil McEvilface, aka Theodore.
Oh yeah, he's super sus. Like, super sus.
Yeah. I mean, it's whether he's, you know, just full on, mwahaha, I'm the evil villain, or if he's, like, misguidedly evil.
That is the question now, isn't it?
I mean, I'm still not convinced about the fact that... Because she even says in episode 2 that she'd never been to the country. Or at least, the very least, the capital. Why would she have never gone there?
I get the sense that it's a combination of just not having the opportunity in several of her lives and not having the desire in the others.
Again,
because at least a few of her lives lent themselves to being stationary, you know?
Yeah. But again, I feel like at some point you're gonna go, okay, this whole coming back to life thing seems to be a trend. I'ma go, you know, if I need to sacrifice this life to maybe figure out what's happening here that's causing this war, that's killing me every time, I can sacrifice a life to figure it out. And then maybe I can do something about it.
We still know nothing about her 5th life.
As I think you said...
Except for, like, the brief glimpse in the opening.
Yeah, I think you said that, in the premiere stream. And, yeah, I mean, it seems sort of roguish, thievish.
Yeah, it seems like she was either a thief or a spy or something.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's the only life of which we have no other information than what she looked like.
That's the other thing. I'm gonna be honest. I preferred her outfits for those lives.
Understandable. They are much more unique than the classic, you know, aristocratic.
Generic princess outfits. It's just like, I
mean, at least she does get a variety of disguises here and there.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
which does help mix it up a little bit.
The instant dyeing of hair to sneak out was pretty good.
Yeah, that was clever.
I
do like the little test of resolve that that one trade dude basically sets up for her.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane.
Yeah. How well she'll pull it off in the time that she's got left, I don't know, but we'll see.
I do also like that she immediately sussed out who the note was from.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, instantly. Because I'm assuming she's like, he wouldn't do that. He'd just come to me. Why would he bother leaving a note?
Exactly. She's like, this is super sus. I know it's not him.
Yeah.
But yeah, the development of the relationship between the two is really good so far.
It's getting there. I'm still not entirely convinced about it.
I mean, her convincing him to elaborate on why he is doing that political play in episode 4, to the official
that was good.
Pretty good. Yeah. She is definitely a pretty good protagonist.
Yeah.
She doesn't really match up to some of the other higher tier protagonists, but that's because, like, a lot of them are from sequels or carryovers.
I mean, I'm not as high on her as I was in the premiere, but I do still think she's doing a good job.
Yeah. Having a good protagonist is kind of essential for a story like this.
Continues to be pretty ugly, though.
The animation and the art style is very hit or miss, yeah.
But yeah, I'm also not entirely, because Arnold is getting all up in Risha's face a bit too much. Especially considering that was, a condition.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be just okay with going, alright, I'm just gonna do this, and then you can, figure out some way I can make it up to you.
Yeah, he is being a bit boundary pushing on that regard. And yet he's still better than 90% of, romance leads that you see in all of this stuff.
Not a high bar.
It is an extremely low bar, yes.
Yeah.
And yet he still passes it pretty easily. But I still think this is a pretty good entry this season. Especially since a lot of the stuff this season's really fucking dry.
Yeah. But, still begging the question of why the hell does this war start? 90% certain, 99% certain, I'm gonna go as far as say, we're not getting it in this season of anime.
Either we're not getting it, or we're going to only get some, hints.
I mean, the fact that Arnold has that big-ass scar on his neck and shoulder doesn't exactly say good things about what's happening to him here, but, generally, if you kill an abusive father or brother or both, that's going
to destabilize a lot of internal politics.
History tends to look more kindly on you, but, if he was more, sort of autocratic previously without Reese's influence, then maybe that explains it. Who knows?
We will find out, hopefully.
You certainly do.
I believe the light novels are being published in English.
Yes, they are. And there's only 6 of them. 5 in English. Well, 4 in English, and 1's coming out in April.
Huh.
Wow, that is 2 a year. Ooh.
That's not terrible, honestly. There are light novels that have much worse release schedules.
Well, so... in Japan, the first one released October 25th, 2020. Okay, cool. That's my birthday, so cool. Second
Nice.
one, February 2021. Third, June 2021. Fourth, November 2021. Fifth, August 2023.
Oh, dang. Big hiatus.
Yeah, big gap there.
So probably either, some sort of creative block or, just health thing.
Who knows?
Depending. It's always one of those two things. Or usually one of those two things. Or maybe a family thing, who knows. Regardless, I'm still enjoying this one quite a bit.
Mm.
But we should move on to an even better show.
Let's move on to the first carryover on the list. The Apothecary Diaries.
This show is so fucking good. Yes, the Junji Ito face. That was my favorite gag of the core so far.
Mm. So, do you want me to go into my worry, or do we want to gush first?
Just say your worry right now.
I'm a
Get out
little
of the
worried
way.
about the pacing. If they're meant to get to the end of Volume 2 of the light novel.
Well, today's episode had basically them doing the whole thing where Mao Mao and Jinshi go out in the town and they get Jinshi all disguised up.
Yeah, that's chapters 6 and 7.
How many chapters are in the novel?
Including the epilogue, 21.
So it's been 5 episodes this season. So 4 or 5 episodes. No, I think they took a break, so it's been 4. I think.
2, 3, 4.
Nope, 5.
Today was 5th, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is worrying.
Well, it really depends on the length of the chapters and what's being tackled in the chapters.
To be fair, there's some stuff they could maybe get away with not including because it, they won't reach the resolution to it this volume. But we'll see.
Pacing is a tricky thing when you're adapting something, especially something that's
Yes.
got a lot of long-term planting and payoff.
Yeah, but they kind of dragged their feet with the first episode of the core. Like, quite badly. In my opinion.
That's unfortunate.
Because, hey, in the light novels, they don't even, entertain the idea that Mao Mao passed. It is, near instant.
Oh, that's funny.
I hate these source material readers, bruh. they always pick apart everything. Oh, the pacing's bad. Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just worried because I really want to get to the end of it. Because it's really good stuff.
I wish you never read. I wish you didn't read it.
Too late to fix that, Nmbr.
Yeah. Unless you've got a memory wipe device.
I'm sorry, I'm not one in black. You and I went in completely different directions with that. Yeah. The material is still really good, though.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Lacan?
Super sus. Extremely sus.
Yeah. That's fair. He is a very sus man.
I don't like him. He makes me uncomfortable.
Agreed.
I mean, Jinshi clearly doesn't like him either.
Can you blame him?
No.
He has absolutely rancid vibes.
If I had to keep talking to that man, yeah, I wouldn't like him either.
I get the feeling there's more to him than we see, but the man has rancid vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on so far. I am curious as to what Lacan's deal is. I don't think it's going to be a very fun deal, but I know there's something going on there.
What did you think of Basen?
Basen's fun. It's always good to have someone play straight man to Mao Mao.
Yeah. He actually got an early cameo. Because if you remember, what episode was it? Episode 5 or 6, something like that. The episode that started with Jinshi practicing swordsmanship with somebody.
Oh, that was him?
That was Basen, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, neat.
that scene did not happen in the light novel, so it was interesting to
Oh,
find that
oh.
out. But yeah, that was Barsen.
I believe the light novels are primarily told from Mao Mao's perspective, so that makes sense.
Yeah, little bits and pieces from Jinshi's, and even occasionally Gaoshun's, which is quite fun.
Ooh. Oh, I bet it's fun. Gaoshin's a fun character.
Gaoshin's one of my favorites. He's great.
Yeah, I love Gaoshun. I just love every time Mamo's just like, man, he's such a great guy. If only he wasn't a eunuch.
Guys, no one tell her. No one tell. Because I get the feeling that he's probably not a eunuch. Like, 90% sure. 99% sure.
Well, if Mamo's suspicion in episode 16, I believe it was correct, he's had at least one kid.
Yep. I mean, that does not necessarily preclude being a eunuch. It just determines the time at which he was eunuchized. Mm-hmm. Is that a word? I don't think that was a word.
Probably not,
You
but
made a new
fuck
word.
it.
Congratulations.
It's fun playing with the English language. It's like putty in my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so all it determines is the time his pee-pee got chop-chop.
Yes, precisely.
Why'd you put it like that?
Because it's funny that way.
Because I can. But
yes, Mao is having fun fucking around.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, we have to talk about her fucking sex ed lesson.
That was so funny.
It is so funny.
That is some of the funniest shit this season.
Poor Li Shu.
Peak comedy. Poor Li Shu. She was not prepared for that at all. She was like trying to bonk it out of her brain.
Yeah.
But goddamn, was it funny.
Yeah.
And of course, you got Li Hua just like being just, oh my, how scandalous.
And meanwhile, Gyokyo is just enjoying it because she's not had enough of Mao Mao's craziness.
She's been a bit starved of that, yes.
Yeah.
She needs her fix.
Mm. I'm a little sad that we couldn't go back to the Rear Palace because I liked a lot of the characters there, but
yeah, it's kind of necessary because like Mao Mao can't really work there anymore.
Mm. I mean, that's just an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I read somewhere that where is it? Where's the right tab? I've got so many tabs.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, apparently the author isn't actually that fond of the series.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And was very surprised by Jinshi's popularity.
Yeah,
Like,
that tracks.
He
Is
was
this a ghetto situation? Not a ghetto, a gojo situation?
He wasn't meant to be the lead, one of the leads of the story. He was just supposed to be comic relief.
That was so funny. I do kind of feel bad for the author for that.
Mm.
Never fun when your story and characters run away from you like that.
Yeah. But, you know, definitely keeps it fresh and, you know, possibly part of the reason that, you know, Mao Mao isn't in the Rear Palace anymore. Just to just give a change in environment and character interactions, because, you know, we got to see Lee Haku again.
Lee Haku's fun. He gets stuck babysitting Mao Mao for a while, and that's just very funny to me.
Mm-hmm. And that poor boy is damn bad for Frieren.
I can't really blame him for that. She seems like a very classy lady.
Yeah, her classiness is why he's damn bad for her.
Exactly. He knows what he's about.
She also knows what she's about.
Honestly, good for them.
Mhm.
Let's hope that things work out for the two of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole bit's very fun. I do like Mama doing detective work. That's also really cool.
Yeah, that's always fun. What do you two think of Lowland, the new pure consort?
Interesting. Very neutral figure so far in terms of, like, interacting with everyone else. Seems like she's keeping everyone at a very firm distance. For what reasons? No idea.
Or just because she just doesn't give a shit.
That's possible. Very probable, even. She seems like the most detached out of anyone who is at the sex ed lesson, for sure.
Maybe she already knows all of it.
Who knows? I don't. I'm not a filthy source material reader like you, Mill.
Yeah, I know everything that's gonna happen with this.
Rub it in, why don't you?
But yeah, I hope that the pacing does, improve somewhat. Because I'm almost certain they will get to the end of Volume 2 just based on stuff from the OP.
Makes sense.
But yeah.
I do appreciate that they're overall taking the time with adapting it rather than trying to rush through the source material, though.
Fair. I mean, to be fair, it's not like the source material ever really lingers. It is quite a, So, I mean, the 7 Spellblades novels only have, like, I think something like 2 or 3... Not 2 or 3. 3 or 4 chapters per novel. Whereas,
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah. 3 chapters in Volume 2, for example. Whereas Apothecary Diaries, as I said, 21 chapters, because it just jumps from incident to incident, basically.
Oh, damn.
There are some chapters that are longer than others as well.
Interesting.
But yeah.
We should probably move on before you spend too much time talking about this one.
I was just about to say, yeah. So let's move on to another high flyer of the season. It is A Sign of Affection.
Oh my god, I love this show.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I love this show so much.
So first things first. Itsuomi, if you aren't actually into Yuki, and my god, why wouldn't you be? You're doing a really bad job of it.
he is not really doing a good job of, of displaying non-interest.
Yeah.
If that's what he's going for. Also, he is trolling the shit out of Yuki's shitty childhood friend.
Oshi, and good. That man is a dick.
He's ready to throw hands with him, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
No, we hate that man.
All the childhood friends are being pretty toxic here in completely different ways.
Yeah, Emma is kind of a mess.
Yeah.
She's not as bad as Oshi, but that's a low bar.
Yeah, Emma's still being pretty...
Very clingy at best.
And poor Shin is also taking the brunt of that as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's down bad, and she has no idea. Also, though, those two blue screening at Yuki and Itsuomi's interactions is great.
Especially considering they had that discussion of, is Itsuomi capable of being interested in somebody right now? We're not sure. And then he's just, like, basically flirting with Yuki the entire time. He gives her a giant container of tiramisu.
Oh yeah, they got it from Costaco.
If that's not...
No relation to Costco.
If that's not courtship, I don't know what courtship is.
I agree.
They were so busy with them flirting that they forgot to flirt with each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it was probably for the best because it got them really comfortable with each other. At the very least, Rin comfortable with Kyoya.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like those two as a beta couple. They're very sweet together.
No, I mean Rin is fantastic. Absolutely love her.
Excellent wing woman, just such a good friend.
Yeah, no, doing her absolute damnedest for those two.
Mm-hmm.
There is still an element of Itsuomi's getting real up in Yuki's personal bubble.
I get the sense that half of that is just him being accustomed to a lot more physical contact from his travels.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the cultures he seems to have visited and learned from are very, touch focused in terms of their personal interactions.
Also, is he just loaded that he can just decide to take, a weekend off to Laos?
Apparently.
I would not be shocked. His parents live in fucking Germany, apparently.
The man literally just went, I'm just gonna go to Laos for the weekend, no big deal. You want a souvenir? Here, have this weird, figurine of a monster demon thing?
Yes.
Also...
Girls love those. It's fine.
Did y'all, translate the German that he said in, what was it, episode 3, episode 4?
I don't speak a lick of German, so no.
No, I didn't.
He said, Du bist süß, which, when plugged into Google Translate, says, you are sweet.
God damn it.
I see.
Man's got some high-tier riz.
The man is interested. He can't not be interested with his actions here.
He is very bad at hiding If he is trying to hide it, he is doing a very bad job.
I don't think he is trying to hide it. That's the thing. He's being so obvious about it.
He is.
And I don't want to think that he's doing it just so that
To lead her on?
Yeah, to lead her on so that Yuki will teach him sign language, because that would be a massively dickish thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, Yuki's also not being very subtle.
I don't think she knows how to be subtle.
So, I don't know. This doesn't
This
seem
is
like
just a very sweet show.
It is a very good show. If a relationship is going to form, it doesn't seem like it's going to take very long.
No, I give it
I give it to 3/4 of the way through the season at most.
Yeah, I give it 2 or 3 more episodes at most.
Again, that's obviously not taking into account, Oshi or Emma pulling some bullshit. Though, again...
That is true.
Neither Yuki nor Itsuomi seem, particularly bothered by their bullshit.
Yeah, no, Yuki outright gives, Oshi sass. Which she doesn't give to anybody else.
No, Yuki is very dismissive of Oshi's bullshit.
Yeah, no, she's not going for that. She's like, what are you doing? Stop. What? No.
Yeah. No, she is...
Fuck off with that maternalistic bullshit.
And it's also ableist.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just very condescending overall.
Yeah.
Which is no wonder she doesn't like him like that.
I mean, to be fair...
Don't forget the first thing that he said to her when he learned sign language. What was it again?
You
he called
fool!
her an idiot or something?
You fool!
You fool!
Yeah.
Yep. It's this is why tsundere behavior doesn't usually pay dividends.
He's being even worse though. He's like a possessive tsundere.
Yeah.
He's super possessive.
He is not good.
Which, generally a massive turnoff for a lot of people too.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm glad, because it means you don't have to worry about, the love triangle here, because
This is not a triangle, this is a line.
This is at best a line.
Also, gotta say, like, on the one hand, I am kind of worried about it turning into a full-on dodecahedron, but at the same time, like, it's very clear that we have the beta couple and then we have the rest of the entangled bullshit.
Yeah. No, I mean, Itsuomi is absolutely not into Emma in any way.
Oh no, he, like, very firmly friend-zoned her.
I'm curious what the history is there.
Yeah,
it's implied that there's something happened previously.
No, definitely something happened there, and it's going to be very interesting and probably traumatic to find out. Meanwhile, I don't think there's anything hidden in terms of Oshi and Yuki's backstory. He's just a dick, and she doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Interesting to note that Oshi's sister knew sign language. Wonder if there's going to be anything there.
I am very curious about that, yeah.
That's a random detail to just throw out there.
Obviously, we did get that little flashback to Yuki's, previous schooling at a hard of hearing school. Does make me wonder if Oshi's sister was somewhat involved there in some way. But unless either of you has anything else to say, we should probably move on because we've been going half an hour and gone through 3 shows.
To be fair, they've all been some of the best shows of this season.
Yeah, these are some great shows, okay? This one's one of my favorites. It's
yeah,
so
no,
cute.
this is a top 3 show of the season.
It's very
so
good.
Cute.
Yeah, no, it's definitely up there in terms of the new shows. Definitely up there.
But now we're moving on to a sequel.
Move on to the first sequel proper with... Banished from the Heroes Party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside, Season 2.
I'll try to be quick on this one. So yeah, there's a lot of shenaniganry involving, basically, so let's see, there was the festival episode, which was really fun. Got a lot of interactions between the cast and Yarandrala, the elf girl, just settling in. And then last weekend's episode was just Ruti and Tisei just having fun and bonding, and Rudy trying her best to be normal and doing a very, very bad job of it.
Yeah, I always believe someone when they say, I'm just your friendly neighborhood adventurer. Very ordinary.
This is after she intervenes in a stage play because one of the people on stage has a cursed sword. Of course, Tisei helps save the play by just shouting out something that lets the actors roll with it and improvise a new story, but still. Also, you get a little bit of interesting lore about blessings again.
Yeah.
Basically, you know how blessings kind of compel people to act on the act in line with their blessings, even if it's like not necessarily something they would have done before they developed it.
I do believe you've mentioned that.
Yes. So the Assassin's Guild, of which Tisei is a part of, is not the sketchy organization it is in most guild-based fantasy stuff, but more like a place where people who have the assassin blessing can go to like have a sense of community and belonging and a sense of purpose to what they do. And they do instill like a very specific code of standards within the membership of the guild.
Yeah.
So like no targeting civilians, no targeting anyone who you're not contracted for, no killing children, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's very interesting stuff. Tisei winds up ganking one of her former comrades because he went rogue and also tried to kill her. And Rudy just helps her, just walks her home after she's finished burying the body. And they have a nice little bonding moment. I do like the relationship between the two, though Red and Rit have like the strongest relationship in the show because, you know, that's kind of the core of the show.
Yeah.
But still, this is very good. I do like the relaxed vibe overall to it. But when it does action scenes, it animates them pretty well.
Good.
Yes, we should probably move on to another sequel.
Moving on to bottom tier character Tomozaki-kun Season 2.
I liked this resolution to the storyline for the most part.
Hinami just publicly executed Erica, and that was great.
That was excellent. Also fucking brutal.
That was so brutal. That was so hard to watch, but it's like...
It's not like she hadn't made her bed.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a metaphorical public execution and we're okay with
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just got shocked by public execution in this show that I was like, isn't this set in current day?
Yeah, no. It was a metaphorical public execution.
Okay.
She basically
Yeah.
just, like, socially destroyed Erica.
Just managed to turn the entire class against her in one fell swoop.
With just, like, a few words here and there.
Yeah, with very little actual setup. Like,
Just a masterclass in social manipulation, honestly.
yes. Which, wow.
Yeah, no, she's terrifying.
Yeah. Don't
fuck with her
Hinami
friends.
or any of her friends.
Yeah, I do like the resolution of Tama ultimately just, putting a stop to it before it got worse and managing to make a resolution where more or less everyone's happy.
Yeah.
And, getting the other girls to apologize to the initial target of the bullying.
Yeah. I think it worked out pretty well. All things considered. But it makes Tomozaki think, what he wants to learn more about her, which, yeah, understandable. She has a story and I want to know what it is,
Yeah, I'm very curious myself.
because you don't just become this way.
No, you do not. Also, I do like the little bit of a teasing with Tama and Mimi. That was cute.
Oh yeah, their dynamic's always cute. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
yeah, central plot for this part of the story at least is resolved. So I'm curious to see where the rest of the season will take us, because I have no idea.
There's a lot of episodes left.
Yeah, we're only like 5 episodes in.
Like, this is like... I am very curious as to what's going to be the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll get more progress on the romance front.
That's kind of what I want to see. As much as I like the drama, but
Look, the romance has so far been very nice. But it's been very low-key for a while now, so I hope we see more progress.
Yeah, which is kind of what I like in this show, where it's not like it's technically like it has romance elements, but it's not like at the forefront all the time.
Yeah.
It's not rushing into anything.
Indeed.
Also, I do like episodes 5, the title of episode 5. If you keep upgrading your initial weapon, your initial equipment, it usually becomes your most powerful weapon. That is true in games.
It's pretty accurate, yeah.
Always keep your starting equipment. You never know.
Yep. Unless it's like each new set of equipment is better and you don't level up your equipment, which is a different thing.
That's why I kept Arsene in my party until level 99 in Persona 5.
That's what I did too.
No, I didn't really, but...
Oh. Dang, you got me.
You got jebaited.
Yeah.
Jack,
you should know. You're watching me play it.
No, I was going along with the bit.
Fair enough.
You gotta commit to the bit.
Wow.
Thank you, I tried.
Honestly, I probably would have, on my original playthrough of P5, I would have kept Arsene around longer if I had more personas before I got forced to execute 2 of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how it usually is. But yeah, Tomozaki's really good. I'm looking forward to seeing where things go from here. 'Cause I have
Same.
no idea.
All right, let's move on then to Brave Bang Bravern.
So how do you feel about the show now, Mel?
I still don't think it's for me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, look, it was very, very funny. Actually, episode 2 was better.
You sound like you're still on the fence about it, though.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure how much I like Isami's whole deal thus far.
Mm-hmm.
I can sort of see what they're trying to do with it. This is a sort of serious mech show character thrown into a let's be honest,
A
silly
super robot series.
Yeah, super robot silly series. And he's not dealing with it very well.
Basically, what's his name? Amuro, if he was thrown into like fucking Gurren Lagann.
Kinda, yeah.
And he's getting
except way gayer.
I mean, yeah, that was a gag I really appreciated in, I think it was episode 2, where Bravern is just going on and on about his bond with Isami to the boredom of all these world leaders.
And just describing how it felt to have Isami inside of him.
Yeah, it's not very subtle innuendo.
No, it's not subtle at all. It's
subtlety.
So funny.
To quote Harry Dresden, fuck subtle.
Yeah. The other thing is, I don't really get the point or the, like, what's the word I'm looking for? The positives about the stuff with Smith and Lulu.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going at all. I have no idea.
Isn't this an original?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can't be a filthy source material reader here, Mill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sort of weird, and I don't really know what's supposed to be happening with it. Lulu is a very, very weird character. I did like, again, I think it was episode 2, the music building to a crescendo as Smith is like, "Let me be the one to be inside you, Bravern," and then it just cuts off as Bravern's like, "No, sorry, I'm not into you that way."
That does sound funny.
Also, do you like the ED?
Yeah, the ED is very good.
Yeah. The ED is great.
I
also like the gag in episode 3 where I think it was episode 3. Or maybe it was episode 4. I forget. We hear beforehand that they installed airbags into Isami's new suit.
I think that was
and then shortly after Lulu punches him, which allows him to test the airbags.
Was that episode 3? It might have been the start of episode 4. I can't remember.
I think it's the start of episode 4 now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's episode 4. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty great. There is definitely some good gags in the show. I just don't know exactly where it's going with some of the character arcs, and especially not with the story.
Same here. It could go anywhere. I have no idea. This is one of those weird originals where it's like, I don't know.
I think I'll give it one. I think I'll give it one more episode and see how I'm feeling after that, because it does seem like it's going to be getting back into the plot again. Because I think was it episode 3 that had the fucking training montage?
Yes.
That ended up being useless because that episode's fight scene was a fucking sub battle.
That was really funny, yeah. Oh, also in episode 4, like they're debating where to go next. But
Oh, yeah.
like, Bravern decides based on like which would look cooler as an entrance.
Yeah, whether it was like we can either go to the east with the rising sun or the west with the setting sun. I think the rising sun would give us some more dramatic lighting to work with.
And then they actually get to Japan and it's just completely like devastated.
Oh yeah.
So I think things are gonna get a little bit more serious here, but we'll see. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint a direction where this show, but I like what it's doing for the most part so far. So I'm happy to continue sticking with it at least for now. Plus the gay jokes are so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh yeah, the fact that they have a hole in the wall of their meeting room that Bravern just sticks his giant face in.
Yeah. Bravern's very funny.
Bravern is probably the best part of the show for me. Because he is just so funny.
Exactly, like he's the super robot mecha character inserted into a largely serious setting. Oh, I forgot. During the fight, I think in episode 2 or 3, the sub fight where they're looking at the radar and it says Bravern on it.
Yo, yeah,
like, why does it say his name?
Yeah, that was great. The one I was going to bring
icon too.
Yeah, the one I was going to bring up was the fight in episode 2 where it's like, Isami, I'm waiting for you. You can just hear him get beaten up in the background. He just keeps making these noises of impact as he's going, still waiting, Isami, I believe in you. Ow, help me. As I said, there are some really good gags in the show, and the fighting is very good as well. I'm just not entirely convinced by the character arcs thus far.
That's very fair. Its gags are pulling a lot of the weight.
It is. Speaking of another show where really not convinced by the character arcs, we move on to Bucchigiri.
I've straight up dropped this.
I don't necessarily blame you.
Origin is just kind of a piece of shit.
Origin is the worst part of the show. Well, one of the worst parts of the show.
Second worst behind the Brocon, but yes, they're a lot of the characters in the show are just terrible people, and I don't enjoy watching that.
I enjoy most of the characters outside of Origin and Maharo.
They are better on average, I will say, than those two, but like it's just everyone's kind of a douchebag.
I mean, yeah, they're all delinquents.
With Origin, at least, I'm actually convinced that there's a reason that he's the way that he is. I need to know what his history is with his with what's his face.
Oh, I'm certain there's a reason behind it. It's just I could not vibe with him being such a
no, absolutely
dumbass
fair.
and douchebag.
No, he is absolutely one of the worst parts of the show, and he is definitely off-putting. If I do drop this show in the end, it will be because of him.
Or Mahoro.
Or her.
Ending.
I mean...
Mahoro is Mahorable.
God damn it, Nmbr.
The point is...
Hold on. Oh, no, I don't have it. Never mind. Continue.
The point is that the two of them are very, like, intertwined. So, like, a lot of Origin's bullshit is motivated by Mahoro. But, like, Marito is just insane, and I kind of like him. Matakara is a, cinnamon roll. Senya is completely over the top and hilarious.
Yeah, I'll be real. I like most of the cast.
Yeah.
They're all pretty insane, but in different ways. Like, it's good. I don't know. It's fun. Like, that's the thing I like about this show. It's largely having a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a very classic, Utsumi show in that it is not taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there is a lot of delinquent stuff in there that I can kind of see just being a real fun time for the productive team as a whole.
Fucking Kenichiro. I love him. I love him so much.
Mm-hmm.
He's the big dude in charge of Matakara's gang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's great.
I kind of love the gimmick that every time Arjun punches somebody with Senya's power, they fall in love with him. But because he's only getting in fight with delinquents, all these delinquents are suddenly obsessed with him. I'll tell you what, I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually gonna watch this dubbed.
I bet the dub for this is really fun.
And it is for two big reasons. One, Matakara is voiced by Rico Fajardo.
Ooh.
And the second is that Senya is voiced by Chris Guerrero.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
And I've listened to the dub. It's, pretty close to his Cooler and Jiro.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great. I'll have to check out the dub for this too then.
So yeah, I think I probably will end up watching the dub for it. Would be my guess. And obviously, not having to pay attention to the bits where Arjun is being shit and Mahodo is, being shit will help.
Yeah. Arjun just needs to accept his childhood friend already.
Yeah. I also just love, when they were doing the fucking, Look That Way game, and,
Oh, that was great. That was so funny.
Senya holding Arjun's head in place so that it won't move.
And he gets rung like a fucking bell.
Yeah, breaking Ota's hand in the process, and then, what was his name? Jabashiri getting distracted and actually looking the other way just because he was like, what is he staring at? Oh, no. But yeah, no, Arjun, absolutely the worst part of the show for me. Absolutely the worst part of the show.
He is, but I'm also partially convinced that he will get some sort of redemption, and then it will turn it around.
Yeah. No,
I don't know.
I am hopeful that he will have a character arc.
Mm-hmm. Because anytime his childhood friends on screen, he is completely different character. He's very off-put by him, and he's just very different. It makes me so curious to find out what the history is there. But yeah, I do just have a lot of fun with this show, despite my misgivings with it.
And obviously, Mappa with its abusive animation is doing good work there.
It does have some good animation, yes.
I mean, the few fights we've gotten have been good, so.
Yeah, the music's pretty good too.
Music has been good as well, yeah.
OP
the
and
music
ED
does kind of slap.
Both slap.
The ED in particular, I took note of. Yeah, that's really good.
The OP was what did it for me. It is part of what kept me on board for 3 episodes.
But yeah, let's move on from a show that has background gay to a show that has foreground gay. Because we move on to Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard.
I like how from Bravern to Cherry Magic, we just get gayer.
Yeah. And yeah, this is definitely gay, because we now have 2 couples.
Yeah, we have a secondary couple coming in.
And I really like that couple as well. I like Suge and what was his name? Minato.
Yeah, Minato, that was it.
That was.
They have a good dynamic so far.
That was really fun. Them bonding over the cat.
Yeah, that was sweet. Also, I fucking love Suge just being super skeptical in his introduction episode about the magic stuff, and then the day after he turns 30, he realizes, shit, he wasn't lying.
Yeah, no, it really was shit. He isn't crazy, and now I'm facing it as well. damn.
Very funny.
Also, funny thing. So, in episode 3, Adachi got really sad because he saw Kurosawa with a girl who was asking to stay at his place and was like, "Oh no."
Oh no, that was in episode 4, I think.
Episode 4. What episode did I say?
So you said 3.
Oh, episode 4 then. I was able to instantly call that was Kurosawa's sister, because I knew he had a sister, because I'd gone on the Cherry Magic wiki, because I'm dumb, and was like, I wonder if there's an age gap between Kurosawa and Adachi. How old is Adachi again? Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. He's 30.
Yes,
the
but there's the
premise of the
implication that
show.
he has experience.
No, Kurosawa is, I think, 33. No, he's 31.
That's not a
31.
substantial.
He's
Yeah, that's a nothing age gap at that age.
But yeah, they said that he was 31 in the show, and I was like, how old is Adachi? I want to see if there's an age gap there. And I was like, oh, yeah, he's 30 because it's the show. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah, that's on you, man.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. And in doing
Egg on your face.
yeah, and in doing so, yes, I did learn that Adachi has a old sister. And so when I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's his sister. That's 100% his sister.
I do appreciate her just not so subtly wing-womaning for her brother.
Oh, no, 100%. She wasn't just wing-womaning, she was the whole Air Forcing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was great. Yeah. This show has been very nice.
This show has been a lot of fun, yeah. And, I'm genuinely getting, they are slow burning the relationship, but it's working as a result.
Mm-hmm.
Also, very funny, when they went to the sauna, Kurosawa in his mind was like, yeah, I did this for Adachi. I want to look good for Adachi, and Adachi's just like, nope, not noticing that. Not doing it.
He is very much in a stupid, sexy Flanders mode at that point.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we got the flashback in episode 3 of how Kurosawa came to have his feelings for Adachi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you rarely see that kind of thing get portrayed in media. Because a lot of the time, people don't really think that men can be vulnerable like that.
Mm.
And it's like, no, people can get preyed upon no matter what their gender is.
Yeah.
Just depending on the circumstances.
Mm.
Because as it turns out, there will always be people in power who will gladly abuse it for their own enjoyment and gain.
And, the co-workers basically going, he's just a pretty face, why isn't he, using that for our advantage?
Oh yeah, those shitheads.
Yeah, fuck them. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the next episode with Kurosawa in Adachi's apartment.
Indeed.
But let's move on from one adorable romance to another with The Dangers in My Heart Season 2. God fucking damn it.
Oh, they're so adorable together, god damn it.
They are. It's... Honestly,
It's just so sweet.
Yeah, no, they are fucking incredible. I love them. And
Also, it's so funny that Kyotaro's immediate thought is like, if they get together, it'll wind up in a fucking shotgun wedding. It's like, that's like what he imagines immediately. It's so funny.
So yeah, I mean, two episodes really to talk about, because we talked about the first two in the premiere stream. The first one, fucking fantastic. Kyotaro going to Anna's house again, and meeting the parents properly.
Yep. We know where Anna gets her height from.
Yeah, that is a big man. We also know where she gets her airheadedness from, because that man just thought that Kyotaro's name was Yamada.
Yep. That was very funny.
That was very funny, because I was like, oh no, you poor boy, oh no. And then he's like, are you a gamer? Do you like to game? Game with me.
Game with me, boy.
And his first, first statement when Anna was like, oh, what did you think of my friends? Like, I didn't ask for his friend code. I can't game with him unless he comes back.
So funny.
Also, Moeko just being a troll. Just fantastic.
Yeah. It does backfire on her briefly, though.
Yeah. Also, fucking Kobayashi is just completely, like, oblivious to
everything,
oblivious to all of this. All of this. She has no idea what's going on. Meanwhile, Serena is just like, oh god. I don't want to get into this. I really don't, but you're forcing me.
Serena is very insightful, and also very intelligent to not get involved in the bullshit.
And then the Valentine's Day episode, Jesus Christ.
That was so sweet, god damn it.
So sweet, but the entire time I was just begging Kyotaro to realize what was going on here. Because he even says at one point after, the chocolate shogi game where Anna basically gives up immediately and shoves the chocolate in him. Like, he's like, huh, Yamada doesn't usually give away sweets. I'm like, yes, think about why she might do that. Think about it, please. Please, I'm begging you.
He's so dumb. He is such a dumbass. They're both such idiots, but they're wonderful idiots.
And then when we saw her cutting out the shape of the paper thing to put on top of the chocolate to create the character on top in the sugar, I was curious about what that would be, and it apparently was like
Ski.
And then even it took that happening for him to realize.
Yeah, because he's clueless.
Yeah. At least it does finally seem like he's, figured it out.
Now the question isn't whether or not they'll figure it out, but whether they'll actually have the courage to fess up.
I think so. Kyotaro's starting to get that more and more.
Yeah, it's not a matter of if, but rather when, I think.
Yeah. I think...
Might take a good chunk of the season.
I think at the latest it's going to be White Day.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
It's whether...
It'll be... I know it'll probably be sometime this season at the very least.
I think so, yeah. But, yeah, I think it's going to be White Day. I don't think Kyotaro is going to be able to hold it in on that day, if not before that. But yeah, is there anything else? Oh, Adachi being kind of the worst still.
Yeah, but that's only briefly. We don't see too much of him, fortunately.
Even worse is fucking Nanjo. Is that his name?
Yeah, Nanjo.
Yeah.
He's just being a slimy little shit.
That guy.
Unfortunately, he's going to be graduating soon, so we won't have to deal with him for much longer.
Good. And fucking both Anna and Kyoto are making it clear, he is not involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I continue to love Imaginary Kyotaro.
Oh yeah, Kyoto's imaginary friend is great.
It's not even an imaginary friend, it's an imaginary version of himself that's idealized, and it's voiced by Jun Fukuyama.
So great.
The goat?
So great.
Yeah.
The goat. But yes, we should probably move on, because we can only gush about this one so much.
With 2 episodes, yeah.
I mean, I watched today's episode, but I'll let you get to that in your own time.
I definitely will. Let's move on then to Delicious in Dungeon. This is so much fun.
It is a blast.
I've had so much fun with this show.
Yep. Now you are seeing what I was talking about how fun this show is.
Yeah, no, fair.
I absolutely love the fucking the thing about the whole moving armor thing. That is so clever. That's just so clever. Also, whatchamacallit? Did you see this week's episode?
Yes, that was the episode that I watched just before we came on. Yeah.
Oh my god, the fucking treasure joke.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Oh god. Fucking Senshi. Senshi's so fucking fun.
Senshi might actually be my favorite character of this entire season. He is just wonderful.
He is amazing.
And again, it helps that I'm watching it dubbed, so I am getting,
Prosy D and Senshi.
Yeah, Sungwon Cho just, and I think he's even said on Twitter, it's a lot of fun to voice Senshi because because he doesn't have lip flaps, they are able to play around with his dialogue more.
Oh, that's amazing. I hadn't even thought of that. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm. And that's not to, Damien Haas is doing fantastic as Laios.
Laios is just such a wild person.
He's fucking great. Casey Mongio is great as Chilchuck. And Emily Rudd is doing a really good job as Marcel.
Yeah. The whole cast is really good.
Yeah. But, yeah.
It's so funny seeing all these interactions, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just love the gag of them saying, if Laios dies, trying this this Moz creature that he found, we're leaving his corpse here. We're not taking it with us.
Exactly. Also, just like whenever Marcel goes full girl failure is also very funny.
Yeah.
Like the thing with the bats and the mandrakes was so funny.
Oh god, the fact just the what happens to the dog that you use? It dies. That's so cruel. Also, where are we gonna get all the dogs from?
So funny. Mm-hmm. And her expression after being stunned by the mandrake was also very funny.
Yeah.
The whole cast is just an absolute delight to watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, and the golems as well.
Oh, I love the world building in this. It's so clever and fun.
Yeah. It's also like really, it was really nice for Senshi to get that, moment of more seriousness of, yeah, I'm trying to help the ecosystem here.
Mm-hmm. Senshi's a genuinely good dude who's also just a little bit funky.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He's just a silly little guy.
Mm-hmm. Who's very strong as well. And
he is very strong.
Enjoys setting off traps.
Yeah, that's fun.
And remember, kids, when adventuring, malnutrition is the real monster.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that bit where he's just like chanting out, bread, 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 bread. very fun, very good gag.
Yeah,
It's just a very fun show.
it is. I mean, it's also, you know, it's had its moments of seriousness as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's handled those fairly well too.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has the touching little flashbacks to Fallon and Laos's youth.
Yeah.
I do love a good sibling dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is an easy top 5 show of the season for me.
Honestly, yeah. So yeah, so Sungwon said, in Delicious in Dungeon, whenever Senshi has a monologue of 10 or more lines in a row, which she does tend to do, I've coined the term recording a Senshi Tenshi. Since Senshi doesn't have lip flaps, they just let me do it all in one run, which is an absolute joy to do.
That's great. That's wonderful.
I'm glad someone is having such a fun time with it. This sounds like a dream role for him.
Yeah, no, he's definitely having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, we should move on before we gush more about this.
I just want to say he's discovered the Tumblr poll about who is hotter, Senshi or Gojo.
Oh, that's perfect. I love that Senshi is winning.
Of course he's winning!
He should be winning.
That man can cook.
You even get some brief panty shots of Senshi. Super risque.
But yes, let us move on to... It's somehow surviving. It is... Delusional Monthly Magazine. I don't know how this is surviving, but it is.
Because you're a sucker.
I am a sucker.
This show's doing just barely enough to keep pulling you in.
Look,
And I get it.
They pulled a Bollywood routine in episode 3. What am I supposed to do?
Adapt and overcome.
Like, they just had to fucking, they just had Taro, like, transform, and then he and everyone else just suddenly breaks into a fucking Bollywood dance.
Yeah, that sounds about right, sure.
And just fucking, like, Jiro is, like, fully into it, and the two fucking villain guys are like, what the fuck is going on? There was also a somewhat funny gag of, they ended up back in the cafe at the end of it. They were like, oh, did you pick up the Mopart from that incident? No, didn't you? We left it there? And they just cuts to the villains, just like, yeah, we got it.
That's great. That's actually very funny.
Yeah, I don't care about the story of this show, but again, like with Bravern, some of the gags are actually doing it for me.
I think Bravern's gags are stronger than
No,
this one's,
they
but...
absolutely are. They absolutely are. But there are just some gags in the show that I'll go, okay, that's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like them ending up on the fucking water fountain feature. Just like, what's happening
How did that
here?
even happen? How did that even happen?
I don't
Yo
know.
ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. I'm not apologizing for that one.
But yeah, I'm giving this
Also, as of episode 3, do we have an answer as to why the kid can heal?
No.
Do we know why the purple guy can see ghosts or whatever?
No.
I see.
Makes you feel any better from the thumbnail for episode 4, Goro rides a motorcycle with Saburo in the sidecar.
That does sound pretty fun.
Like I said, the Bollywood has dragged me into one more episode.
Fair enough, but
I guarantee if there is not enough to hook me in episode 4, I'm dropping it. I am. I have too much this season as it is.
Fair enough.
The season may be dry, but we still have quite a few shows that we're each tackling.
The thing is, like, conceptually, I think this show is actually pretty interesting, but I don't think it lands any of its concepts well enough to really,
No, the execution isn't there, and the animation is not great either.
Yeah, the animation's not very good at all.
There are a lot of shows this season that don't have the best production values, if we're being honest. But it's more apparent with some than others.
Yeah. But let us move on to Dr. Elise, the royal lady with the lamp.
As you can tell, all doctors have great handwriting.
Yeah, that's kind of why I picked the screenshot.
Yeah. I thought you'd go with this one, but I wanted to give you some options just in case.
So getting a doctorate just gives you, like, perfect handwriting?
No, it's the opposite. You have to have terrible handwriting to get a medical doctorate. That's the only way you're allowed to. If you don't have terrible handwriting, you are automatically disqualified.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It was hard for me to accept that as well, but live and learn. Live and learn.
I love Sonic.
But yeah, no, this has been very fun so far. There's been a lot of interesting medical stuff, including a bit where she does a full-ass splenectomy. I think that's the term for it. In the most recent episode, which is, a very advanced medical surgical procedure that is kind of insane for someone to pull off with the 1800s levels of technology. So the show does do a good job of establishing how skilled she is as a surgeon, and also just why people respect her skills so much. Because again, pulling off a surgery of that level is just insane. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this. I do like the character work with her. She is very clearly a protagonist who wants to prove that she is capable of, both being a doctor in her own right and also living up to the expectations that she set for herself in her discussion with the king, who is implied to be dealing with diabetes, I believe it is. So I am very curious about how the show is going to handle that element.
Type 1 or 2?
I believe it's the kind that gets that develops over time, rather than you're born with.
Type 2, I think, then.
Yeah, that's type 2. I'm not super familiar with diabetes terminology, if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, this one's very good so far. They've also reintroduced the prince back into the plot, meeting Elise in disguise, and seeing her at work, and actually coming away impressed by her skill, so that's good. Does a good job of developing that part of the story. Rather than just having him just leave the story forever after Elise argues to break off the engagement. Yeah, I'm enjoying this one. It's a very fun medical drama. It's almost like Fantasy House, kind of. Though, I don't know if House is the right comparison. What other medical dramas are you familiar with, Mil?
I mean, the two ones that I've watched are House and Scrubs.
And Bones? No, that's not a medical drama.
Bones is not really medical.
That's more of a detective thing, yeah.
I mean, the stuff Grey's Anatomy in the US, Casualty in the UK.
Yeah, I don't know if you could really compare this to Grey's Anatomy. Because that's more of a soap opera, almost. But yeah, no, this is a very good, kind of medieval medical drama, almost. It's good. Quite good.
Good. Let's move on then to Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
I fucking love this arc.
It's pretty fun.
Not gonna lie, it is kind of wild that Denkin just decides to throw hands once he's out of mana.
So funny.
It's so fucking cool.
He's like, you know, we're out of mana, right? Yeah, and they're in the same boat. You're a man, aren't you? And just tears off his freaking coat. He's like, are you serious? And they just throw hands.
Honestly, best way to resort to a solution to the problem. Absolute badass move from him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also the little stinger with just Stark at the bar was great.
Oh, yeah. That was poor Stark.
He has to sit out this arc because he says he's not a mage. Poor dude.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
deserves the break.
He could. But yeah, I do like Kana and Lewin's teamwork. Very cool stuff. And I do like how they just straight up bluff, how Fern just straight up bluffs Weirbill into, you know, giving them back the bird. That was clever.
Yeah.
Also, his teammate just being like, I'm not dead, please carry me. Both of them being like that, actually.
Yeah?
No, that's really cool. There's not too much of substance in terms of like story stuff here because this has mostly just been like the competition stuff, but it's been really fun.
I do like the one guy saying that barrier can't be broken. It was made by one of the most powerful mages of all time. Then Frieren just fucking does it.
Yep.
He's like, oh, all right then.
And we actually meet that mage in this episode.
Yeah.
She's the one who trained Frieren's master.
The master's master.
Yes. So she's the previous link in the Master Apprentice chain that has Frieren in it. Which is pretty nutty, but makes sense.
Yeah.
I would not be shocked if she's one of the elves who beat Frieren in a magical duel before.
Yeah, probably. She knows
exactly
every single spell, like almost every spell that's ever been conceived.
Yeah. It's pretty insane stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole confrontation between Denkin's team and Frieren's team was cool.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And I did like the confrontation between Fern and Werebill's team as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is very fun to see like how everyone got their burbs. Also, just like supersonic burb, go burr.
Yeah, that is a funny bird.
Yeah, it is a very funny bird. Yeah. Good arc. Very fun stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
We should probably move on, though.
Do you like my screenshot?
Yes, it's perfect. No notes.
Okay, let's move on then to High Card Season 2.
Curiouser and Curiouser.
The episode with Illusion Man was pretty fun.
That was pretty fun. Also, man really fucked around and found out with Love P.
Yeah, that was a very bad plan. Like, I'm gonna get her to bring out love and peace. I can handle that. I can't handle that. I can't handle that. Why did I do this?
No one can handle that.
I mean, also, Owen's a fucking idiot.
He was too blinded by his loyalty to even suss out that he was dealing with a sus imposter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first clue should have been that Theodore there appeared to care about his son.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I hate how that's a clue. Oh, that's so fucked up.
It's fucked up, but it's very darkly funny.
Yeah.
Also, most recent episode, best part about that being a flashback was we got to see young Greg.
Yes.
God damn it! I knew you'd make that joke.
I wrote it down to make sure that I wouldn't forget it.
Yeah, young Greg.
And to be fair, the backstory was pretty interesting.
It was.
Yeah, Pinocchio wasn't always a bastard.
Yep.
I mean, he still wasn't great.
No, he wasn't, but he wasn't all bad.
Yeah.
His power was interesting for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
Klondike's for being a fucking, king card is kind of shit. It's just the power to spin stuff.
I mean, hey, you've seen the Rasengan, right?
I'm pretty sure most people will reference JoJo Part 7, but I know nothing about JoJo Part 7, so...
Yeah.
I've heard there's a lot of spinning involved, and that's it.
But,
yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of very lethal uses of spinning.
But yeah, it's just the fact that, oh, this is the first king we've seen, and, oh, it's just he can spin stuff? Okay.
To be fair, it's shown to be very effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of kings, we get to see King again.
Yeah, no, I fucking love seeing Norman. Norman is great.
He's great. He's a very fun one.
Could do with less Chris drama. I've quite frankly had my fill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. I don't disagree.
I don't think it's really taken up too much screen time yet, but I do agree.
It's become a bit of an annoyance at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this was something I learned. Has it actually been said on screen how Chris's card actually works?
I don't think so.
I think the only thing we know is that it gives you a healing factor.
How it does that is it converts excess calories to heal injuries.
Oh, okay. So if you're not on a full stomach, then you're kind of fucked.
Oh, is that why he eats so much ice cream? Oh.
No wonder he has such an excellent figure despite his diet.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
The reason I bring that up is because nobody thought that maybe he's just lacking calories at the moment.
He's on a diet. Jeez, Mills. You don't need to shame him for it.
But it's just they just instantly jumped to, oh yeah, it's definitely because of the fucking X card thing.
I mean,
that
two
could
things
can
be both true.
Yeah.
Also,
which, to be fair, as much as I don't like more Chris drama, it is good that he's actually, facing the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I got my hopes up when which episode was it? I think it was episode 16. Started with them planting the seeds. I thought we were finally gonna get a VJ focused episode, but no.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
I hope we get one. He deserves one.
And
to be
again,
fair, VJ's also kind of overpowered. He's kind of been carrying a few episodes here.
Yeah.
Because he just comes in and he just saves the day, low-key.
He does.
But again, we're facing sort of the issue of the first season that they keep bringing up, oh, what high card means to us, and how close of a bond we've got. But none of it's on screen!
Yeah.
None of it is on screen!
Yeah, a lot of telling of that, not a lot of showing.
For God's sake, just give me episodes with those 5 being idiots.
I mean, we kind of got that.
Just not
We
the
kinda
kind
got
that we
some of that.
wanted.
Yeah.
Just give me a shenanigan episode. You've got 52 cards to work with.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the issue was that they only planned 2 cores for this, and they had 52 fucking cards to work with.
I mean, I'm not saying I want an episode per card, but, like...
No, not necessarily, but, like, 26 episodes, or 24 episodes even. I don't know if that's really enough.
Also, we did get to see Bernard's card.
Yeah, Bernard's card
cool.
was really fucking cool. And the fact that
Yeah.
he's
He's
just...
like Captain America, basically, but old and British.
And he's just a hard counter to fucking Love and Peace, which is great.
I love how like he and Love and Peace have history. That's pretty great.
Yeah,
He's like,
and she apparently hates his guts because he hard counters her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure she says he's no fun.
Yeah.
Which, you know, makes sense.
Yeah.
We're also getting more stuff with the Klondikes. Apparently they do have control of the Black Knight.
That's not terrifying at all.
And we've got this stuff with Tilt, who... taking bets on whether he's Finn's long-lost brother or not.
I'm not taking a bet on that.
Yeah. You're probably
Forgot
right.
Finn had a brother.
Yeah. I mean, it barely got mentioned at the start of this core, so...
I completely forgot he had a brother. That's right.
Again, I'm not taking that bet.
Freaking Fire Force ass twist.
Oh yeah, we might need to cover Fire Force when that eventually comes back.
Yeah, it'll come back.
I still need to watch season 2.
Oh
God.
you should watch season 2. Season 2 is great.
It was pretty wild.
Yeah. But yeah. While it's not giving us everything we want, I do think the past few episodes have been pretty fun.
It's still been pretty good. Again, there's just so much potential, though, that it's not, you know...
Mm-hmm.
Not living up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love P is always fun to see, though.
Mm-hmm.
As is the king.
Yes, the king himself.
Yep. Long live the
And
king.
young Greg.
And
Yep.
young Greg.
I love how
Glad
King kept trying
Greg's,
to insert himself into the freaking backstory. He's like, yeah, we used to hang out and everything. Yeah.
Glad young Greg is still alive and kicking. Also, he's like, yeah, my superiors told me to take it to my grave, but fuck them.
Buck, you're in deep enough. You may
Yeah.
as well know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us move on to... Hokkaido gals are super adorable.
It's been a nice pair of episodes. Basically, introduces a new character, Sayuri, who befriends Tsubasa, and Minami also wants to be friends with Sayuri, and the 3 of them develop a nice trio friendship, which is very sweet. Even winds up with them going on like a fun little mall trip where they can all just hang out and wind up taking pictures in a photo booth. It's a fun dynamic that the 3 develop. Sayuri is a good addition to the cast because she has like just that right balance of sourness and sweetness to kind of balance out Minami's outgoingness. Because Sayuri's kind of an introvert. So, I think that makes Minami basically the extrovert who's adopted an introvert now. I do like that kind of character dynamic, if I'm being honest. It's a fun dynamic. Yeah, I like this show's pretty fun. Not super substantive so far, but it's been a good, fun little character dynamic slice of life type romantic comedy. I'm trying to be short on the shows I'm solo on because I don't want to drag it out too much.
No, that's fair. With these kind of shows, like, there's not much to really speak.
Yeah, it's
of
not
anyways.
super deep, so yeah, there's not a lot to talk about.
Mm.
It's just fun shenanigans, fun, occasionally fun jokes, funny character dynamics, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
Good. Let's move on to another one of your solo shows, I'm fairly sure.
Yep.
Ishura.
Okay, this one's a lot more dense. You ever see a tree wield 42 fucking knives? Because this guy can wield 42 fucking knives, and he's a tree. But, it looks like we've gone basically through all the character introduction stuffs, and we're going to be moving on to the plot proper after 5 episodes. So, yeah, that's a lot of taking time setting up your story. Which, hey, I don't mind, as long as it's, setting up something interesting and the character introductions are interesting. It's pretty neat. So far on the lineup, we have, in the first episode, it was Sojiro the Willow Sword and Yuno. Then episode 2 was Alice the Star Runner. Episode 3 was Dakai the Magpie, who is basically an assassin dude. And Ragna of the Wings of Sunset, who is also a wyvern like Alice. And then episode 4 introduces my favorite name for a character, Nihilo the Vortical Stampede. Just absolute crazy bullshit nicknames on some of these characters. Love it. Kia the World Word, who is an elf who... So, the interesting thing with Kia's introduction is that it spends a good chunk of the episode before her introduction basically spelling out, like, the rules of the magic system in the setting, and saying, like, oh, this is X, Y, and Z of how the magic works here. And then it says, yeah, Kia ignores those rules, and we don't know how or why, but she is terrifying because of this. But yeah, Tree Dude is Higuare the Pelagic, who is a former gladiator who escaped slavery when the Demon Lord's army attacked the place where he lived. And then the last one who got funny epithets in an episode title was, I think it was Nastique the Quiet Singer, who is kind of like an invisible fairy angel type thing. She has not talked so far, but she is very interesting. Kind of like a quiet angel of death type character. So I am very much looking forward to how all these action figures smash into each other. But that will not be, that will be coming soon, hopefully.
Let's move on then to Meiji Gekken 1874.
So, how much you want to bet that Protag-kun and his lost fiance actually recognize each other at the end of last episode?
I wonder. I mean, getting a little confused because I feel like multiple women were shown knowing how to make the rabbits.
I'm pretty sure it was all the same girl.
Was
I
it?
could be wrong, though. It's hard to tell because there is a bit of same face going on with the female characters in this.
Same face and same hairstyle.
Yeah. I mean, the hairstyle thing I can kind of excuse, but, like, the same face plus the same hairstyle makes it worse.
So, yeah, okay, what confused me, because they showed one of the nurses from the Ocean War making an origami rabbit, which confused me, because I was like, oh, is that the fiance? And then I think that one died. It's like, oh, okay, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm fairly
No.
sure Komei is the fiance.
I believe so, yeah.
It's nice that what's his name?
There's so many names to keep track of in this one.
Shizuma. I think his name is Shizuma. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Shizuma struck up a somewhat friendship with Osanai.
That was neat.
And the moment of Shizuma...
I do like the collaboration he and Kyoshiro have against the Yakuza as well.
No, that was good. That was definitely good. I do think episode 3 was interesting with the Karaya stuff. I was getting actually quite nervous in the scene where Hinazuru was trying to poison Karaya and Kido, because I'm like, I know Kido doesn't die here, so what's gonna happen?
Yep.
You
have your history spoils that make things even more interesting for you.
I do believe that Kido stepped down around that time.
Interesting.
I think it was ostensibly because of either not supporting or fumbling a invasion of, I think, Korea. No, resigned from the government in protest of the Taiwan expedition of 1874.
I was gonna say, that would make it 3 times Japan has tried to invade Korea.
Oh, they try to invade Korea all the time. It's kind of an issue.
No wonder there's that whole bad blood between the 2 countries.
Yeah. I am somewhat surprised that they basically skipped over the revolution by, or the attempted revolution by Eto.
Maybe that's just because it's not what they're trying to focus on for the storyline of the season.
Possibly, yeah. I also would imagine they do not have the budget to really depict a war.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I mean, even a war that was basically just a bunch of disillusioned samurai charging into gunfire.
I don't imagine that went well for them.
No, it really didn't. It really did not go well for them. They did not do well in that war.
I'm shocked. This is my shocked voice. I am very curious as to how they're going to handle all these additional elements. Because, so I do think, like with historical fiction, I generally see 3 different approaches. They go with, like, alternate history, or, like, a dramatization of, like, a great figure in history, like a biopic type thing.
Yeah.
Or they do minor players in big events history, which is like not people who actually had like enough of an influence in the events to have their names documented. That way you are kept guessing as to what the outcome will be.
Yeah.
And occasionally features some of the greater figures. And this show definitely falls mostly into that 3rd category, from what I can tell.
We do have another historical figure introduced as well, though. Because at the end of episode 3, that straggler was killed by a guy called Fujita Goro. Which was the assumed name of Saito Hajime, who was a captain of the Shinsengumi.
Shinsengumi dude.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I recognize that name. I'm not super well versed in this period of the Japanese story.
So in Bakamatsu Boys, Hajime Saito's replacement was Suzuran, the monk.
Oh, that's fun.
But yeah, so and Saito Hajime did end up working as a police officer in Tokyo.
I believe Saito was one of the few commanders who survived
Yes, he did, yeah.
the Reformation.
Mm-hmm. He managed to survive into the 20th century, to be fair, so...
Yeah, that's impressive. I think the only other one who did it was Nagakura, right?
Very possibly, yes. Shinsengumi is not a thing I'm particularly well-versed in, to be fair.
No, that's fair. I just remember, like, reading, like, two of the commanders managed to live, like, a really long time, but basically all the rest died. Like, either during the Reformation or shortly after. But yeah, back to this anime.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Kuraya was a really good hate sync in episode 3. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah, no, he was great.
Super satisfying when fucking Hinazuru just headshotted him.
Yes.
I will also, I mean, honestly, the Kyoshiro stuff is more interesting than the Shizuma stuff to me.
I mean, the Kyoshiro stuff is, like, classic crime thriller type shit.
Yeah, I'm totally in on that, because I also like his, like, little band that he's got. They're really interesting.
Oh, they're super eccentric. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's fucking great. You've also got fucking Kurogi going around, like, just being a spy at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's really coming of it at the moment.
I mean, that's probably one of those back burner plot lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see where this goes. This is original too, isn't it?
Yeah. What I will say is that the fact that the episodes are actually longer than usual is kind of throwing me off.
I was like super thrown off by how long last week's episode was. Like, wait a minute, this one's been going for quite a while, hasn't it? Oh, it's a long episode. Okay.
It was like 28 minutes.
I think it was 29 minutes.
Let me check.
Like, that's long. You don't really see that.
No, it was 29 minutes. Admittedly, that's with the credits as well, which, you know,
Still, though, that's a lot.
Yeah. So fucking long.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It's good stuff.
No, as I said, I'm really
up with this one.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the series.
We need more historical fiction anime like this.
We do.
I wish Bakamatsu Bad Boys was as good as this one.
Yeah.
That one was way too heavily flawed.
It wasn't terrible, but the characters weren't great, and it had that really weird storyline with I think Kido, who in that show was a crossdresser.
It also had like the one major female character had the worst storyline, and it revolved around a shitty romance. Which, you know, not great.
Oh wait, no, different Kido. Because the Kido in Meiji Gekken was formerly known as Katsura Kogoro, and I believe the Kido in Bakamatsu Bad Boys was Kido Queen.
Also, I do find the whole what was it? Not serial killer, but like hunting the greatest game bullshit thing going on with the rich assholes was very fun.
No, I really liked that storyline in that episode. I thought it was really interesting. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's episode.
Same. Well, probably today's episode for you at this point.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I fucked up. The one in Bakamatsu Bad Boys was the same Kido. My bad. There's too many figures in Japanese history, okay? I can't remember them all.
No, understandable.
As I said, there is definitely a Kido coin somewhere. Or coin somewhere.
Again, like, history has a lot of famous figures, no matter which country you're from.
What's that?
But yeah, we should probably move
What's
on.
that? I don't know.
Let's move on before your brain breaks, Mel.
I just googled Kido Coin and all that came up was Kido Takayoshi.
Let's move on before your brain breaks, Mel.
Okay. Let's move on to Metallic Rouge.
I liked the episode with Rouge, Rouge Naomi, and the people on the bus.
No, episode
thing.
2 was really good because the dynamic between Rouge and Naomi was really good, and the side characters were really good. That fucking granny who just started driving the bus was great.
She knew what she was doing. She just fucking gunned it. It was
Yeah.
great.
No, she was fantastic. And the various side characters were really interesting as well. The episodes 3 and 4 were less good.
I did like the action sequence, and hey, Mel, your favorite character actor died.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear him because watching the dub.
Ah, damn it. Thwarted again.
But, and voiced by Jonah Scott in the dub, which, I love Jonah Scott, so I was really happy about. That was a double whammy for me. Yeah, I agree with the A&N reviewer on this one. The pacing was not great.
The pacing wasn't great. I like the basic plot line of it, though.
It was an interesting arc, to say the least.
I don't mind the overall arc. I just do think that Rouge's explosion on Naomi just happened very suddenly.
Yeah.
It was a bit sudden, yeah.
And especially after an episode where they'd been, generally getting on quite well. They had been bantering a lot.
And they had good banter.
Yeah, the bit where where Rouge growled and barked at Naomi.
That was so silly. I love it when protagonists get to be silly.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Did you guys also expect the Doctor to be one of the 9?
I did not actually. No.
Okay. I
was expecting it to be someone else.
I at the very least figured he'd not be a good guy.
I was actually suspecting the guy who turned out to be the clown dude in disguise.
Oh yeah, and the fucking clown dudes are, being menacing.
He's a real piece of work.
No, I meant the actual circus people.
Oh yeah, no, that's also...
Opera
honestly,
and the puppeteer.
Really interesting. Really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about that. This is the benefit of having original. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen next.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by the detectives.
Yes, I do wonder what role they'll play. I do like how Naomi just conned them into getting her in.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was pretty good, yeah. But yeah, I feel like
Also,
in a different story they could be the protagonists as buddy cops. But
Yeah.
Also, they changed the music up for Rouge's fight in episode 4, which is interesting to me. Because it's not... I think it's because tonally it's supposed to be not triumphant, but kind of tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the part where we see visions of the other 9 that she's killed are pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that brings us down to we've met 5 of them so far, and 4 of them are dead. Which is very curious.
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll get a flashback episode or 2 at some point where we see the others that were killed before we got to actually see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, I mean, also, production-wise, it's still been great. as
Oh,
expected
it looks
from those.
gorgeous.
Yeah, this show never really looks bad at all.
And
Yeah.
as I said, I'm really enjoying the dub.
Mhm.
As I said, I just wish
The
it was a
dub is
little
good.
bit more consistent story-wise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
But,
do
you know.
I do think this is a series that would have benefited from being 2 cours.
We don't know how long it's going to be, actually.
Do we not?
I don't
No.
think so. No.
It's paced like a 1 core so far, but it might be 2 core.
Yeah, it feels like a 1 core at the very least.
It feels like a 1 core, but I hope it's a 2 core.
Yeah. Anyway,
We need more 2-core
I wouldn't be
originals.
surprised if it's 2-core because it feels like, getting rid of the 9 feels like that doesn't feel like an end game goal,
No. I
Well,
imagine
I
there will
mean-
be aliens. Oh, wait, no, this isn't Trigger.
I mean, we've got I mean, there's an element of who created the 9 and Rouge.
Mhm.
That as well.
I mean, there was some little hints with Jean Youngheart. Jin.
I'm not gonna try to say that name.
It's Jin. Yeah. Interesting, I guess. We'll just have to
The
see.
show's certainly getting curiouser and curiouser.
But yes, let us move on to a very fun show. Mr. Villain's Day Off.
This is delightful.
I mean, look,
Absolutely
This
delightful.
is just good vibes.
this show accurately depicted the face you make when work calls you on your day off.
Mhm.
I hate it so much. It's so accurate.
Also, Waramono helped Santa? Question mark.
Yeah, that's the implication.
I have so many questions,
Bro met Santa.
and he's not constantly bragging about it. I would be bragging about it if I met Santa.
And then apparently met some kind of cherry blossom tree spirit.
Yeah. That was odd. Interesting.
This show is going in some wild directions, which I approve with.
Yeah.
One thing I'm wondering, so this isn't like a major thing or anything, but something I couldn't help but think about. So like we often see him, going shopping and stuff. Where does he get his money?
From his job, obviously.
What job?
As a villain.
Being a villain.
Yeah.
Who's paying him? Who's paying him in Earth's money?
His boss, obviously.
Who is his boss? He is the boss.
Yeah, to be fair, it
No.
does look like he's the boss.
He's the general. He's not the boss.
He's the
But
shogun.
He's the shogun.
Okay, sure.
I wouldn't think about it too much, Number. Honestly.
No, I can't help but wonder. It's like because we often see him, shopping and spending money.
Yeah.
He got this fancy pass to the zoo. It's like, where does he get his money? Like, because he's a villain. He's supposed to take over the world. Like there shouldn't be any income from that. So where is he getting it?
Would it
Magic.
like surprise you if they
Need to know.
Would it surprise you if they just counterfeited the money? Like, we don't care about this Earth currency, but we need it to live, so.
See, weirdly enough, that sounds kind of out of character for him. So I don't know.
Maybe they just steal it from like rich people.
That also seems kind of out of character. I don't know. It's for a villain, he isn't that sinister.
Stealing things from rich people is not like super sinister.
I know, but still.
Also, very funny when he was trying so hard to figure out a way to get rabbits into the office.
Yeah, that was funny. Also, I love the bit where where he tries to make the buns and he accidentally like destroys them with the method he uses to cook them.
Well,
What about when he's buying when he's like he wants to buy the
panda bun,
meat
yeah.
buns.
Yeah.
And he's
But
working his way up, but by the time he does finally get there, it's too
But
late.
he doesn't want to eat it because like because it's so cute.
Yeah.
And I like how the cashier is like, she feels the exact same way. He's like, you get it.
Yeah.
You understand me.
I like her vibe. She's very fun.
No, she's very fun. I like her a lot.
All the supporting characters have been at the very least kind of endearing.
Yeah.
I loved the little cutaway in episode 3 with Red, Sora, and Mugi.
That was funny. Also, tell me if I'm the only one who got this vibe, but you think that one subordinate just straight up has a crush on the general?
Mob Z, very
Yeah.
possibly.
Possibly. I kind of got that a little bit.
I got that vibe.
Oh god, when he was in episode 4, when he was taking all that milk up the stairs, celebrated, and then suddenly realized
God, that was
one of
so
his
funny.
neighbors was in front of him. So funny.
So good.
Look, there's
Honestly,
not a huge amount that's deep to the show, but it's just so fun.
Yeah. Like, legit, like, whenever I manage to carry a shit ton of heavy stuff successfully, I just, like, internally celebrate like that. It do be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Also, the fucking panda latte art was...
Oh, that was so fun.
And the other patron of the cafe, seeing how depressed Watamono was, and just going, another chief, please.
Good man. Good man.
No, this show is great. This show really is just great.
It's just got a great vibe to it.
And they're changing things up just enough to make sure that, you know, the formula isn't getting stale.
I mean, that's been the thing with most of the slice of life stuff this season, I found. They've been able to keep it varied, which helps a lot.
But yeah, you know, they are changing it up, because, you know, Watamono goes to the zoo, but this time he's got a friend in Hiroki, because he is apparently a friend to all children. You know, him going to the convenience store. You know, the new wrinkle is first the meat buns, and then we get to see it through the point of view of that office worker.
Yep.
You know,
All just...
little changes like that. That's just, you know, helping to keep things fresh.
But
But
it's
yeah,
good stuff.
no, it's really good. Let's move on though to One Piece.
I love Jinbei's duds on Egghead. They're just so good.
I just love Jinbei.
Jinbei's great, but again, his Egghead duds are just oddly fitting for him.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. But yeah, we've finally met Dr. Vegapunk. 2 Dr. Vegapunks. 3 Dr. Vegapunks. What's going on here?
1 Vegapunk. 2 Vegapunk.
Yeah, we got the explanation for Vegapunk satellites, so we have met 3 so far. And of course, the whole arrival on Egghead is accompanied by Chopper, Bonnie, Luffy, and Jinbei getting new Egghead outfits. Which, you know, love the sci-fi aesthetic, and in Jinbei's case, the Hawaiian shirt and dad aesthetic.
He really
really
is now the dad of the crew, isn't he?
Yeah, he gives off like the dad vibe, and Frankie is more like the cool uncle now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Egghead is off to a fun start. The Egghead arc in the manga is like one of my favorites, just because of how absolutely buck fucking wild it's been. But I forgot how like chill it starts out as, you know?
Yeah, and then it starts jumping around a little bit more, and it stops being chill.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Also, One Piece now airing weekly on fucking Netflix for some reason.
Weird. That's weird. This
Absolutely
is weird.
insane.
It makes sense because I guess Netflix, they got the live action, they got the new anime that they're making with Wit Studio, so I guess it makes sense. But and they have Monster as well. So
I need to watch that still.
Yeah. I mean, it's one episode, so
Yeah, I actually just read the manga for it.
Yeah, they put that up on Viz.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do recommend still watching it just because there's some neat stuff that they added for the anime, but
I'm not
regardless,
shocked.
Experience it.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely worthwhile to check out Oda's early work.
Yeah, they're actually localizing the entirety of Wanted, which has all of his one-shots in it. So
that's nice.
Yeah, buy that when that comes out.
We're gonna get Romance Dawn properly.
Yeah, Romance Dawn. Really cool.
Pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. How far away are we from switching perspectives?
We're still a ways away. We're like at the very beginning of Egghead right now.
I honestly don't remember how long it took, is the thing.
I'll have to double check. I'll let you know tomorrow, probably. I kind of want to reread Egghead now. Especially since there's no new episode today. It's just a recap. Oh, we did get to... Actually, no, we did get the first perspective switch with Law confronting Blackbeard.
Ooh, okay. Have we gotten that particular popular thing from that fight yet? Or is it just the initial confrontation?
Just the initial, meeting of the two crews.
Okay.
We haven't even seen, any of the fancy stuff yet.
Fair enough.
We will, though.
Can't wait for the internet to explode over that again.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Egghead's just such a wild arc. And, again, it starts off so low-key that you don't really realize. You think it's gonna be more of, a Zoe arc that, lore-heavy and, otherwise pretty mellow. It's not. Oh, boy. Anime-onlys are not prepared. At all. Excited to see the weekly reactions, but we should probably move on.
Yep, let us move on to Ragna Crimson.
Fucking Crimson. Fucking... At least Crimson got hoisted by his own petard.
Yeah.
Serves him right.
Where has he been teleported to?
An abandoned city, it looks like. Don't know how far away it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he fucked around and found out. Which, is appropriate.
So... what Ragnar is currently doing, is that something that's less harsh on his body than using the battle arts was?
I think so. Also, it's less harsh on his body than fighting Terra Tectora was, for sure. That was a brutal fight, by the way. Though I think we discussed it last time.
I mean, you might have done a little bit. I certainly hadn't watched it at that point, but so basically,
yeah, the fight was.
So was the resolution to that basically that the sword that Stalia made for him wasn't strong enough?
Yeah, basically, well, he'd used up basically all of its strength during the course of the initial engagement, and it gave out before he could deliver a finishing blow to Terra Tectora.
Right.
Because he'd put so much stress on the damn thing.
Also, it's Terra Tectora.
Terra Tectora. Oh, I just pronounced it a bit funky.
Yeah, I think you added a Tora in there.
Tora. Wait.
But yeah, I still don't find the dragons themselves that interesting.
Yeah, no, but the Argentum core are very fun.
I'm glad to see more stuff with Shin and Garm.
That was fun.
And Shin just going full full feral gremlin on Ragna, and fucking Slime deciding to switch sides on him.
Slime continues to be very funny.
Yeah.
Also, what was it? Fu was also a very fun character.
Yeah. Definitely doing his part. I mean, he fucking killed the 13th seat pretty easily, frankly.
Yup. Also, we find out why Crimson just is the way that they are in terms of like appearance-wise.
I mean,
which makes sense because Crimson is kind of a manipulative piece of shit.
Yeah, it's not that surprising.
It very much tracks with what we know of the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love that Crimson was utterly blindsided by Majorca, just going Super Saiyan on him.
Yeah.
You've been awfully quiet, Nmbr.
I'm just not caught up.
Ah, okay. That's fair.
Yeah. I believe me, if I had time, I would have caught up. But a lot of long games came out lately. I've been watching a lot of anime.
To be fair,
it's a whole thing.
That sort of happened to me as well. Sure delayed me starting my catch up. Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I was really enjoying Spiritfarer. And then it broke me and I was able to take a break.
Yeah.
I've unfortunately also gotten more back into Skate the Infinity fanfiction, considering I've started watching the show with my mum.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's cool. Season 2 coming out.
Season 2 and an OVA. With the OVA focusing on Cherry and Joe's backstory.
Ooh.
Which
sounds
I really,
gay as hell.
Yeah, I really hope the framing device is just Joe and Cherry telling it to, Reki, Longa, and Mia in Joe's restaurant, and they end it with, and then we got married. You're married?
That sounds like it'd be a funny punchline.
They probably won't, but I want that to happen so much.
Nah, they gotta keep it subtext, Bill. It's only gonna be subtext. Forever.
I don't know. Utsumi is getting pretty close to fucking text with Bucchigiri. I'm hoping it's practice.
Yeah.
I'm desperately hoping that she is practicing for Skate with this. Anyway,
one last thing on Ragna Crimson before we move on. The battle music kicks ass.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot more of it this core so far.
Moving on, though, to Sengoku Youko. Fucking hell, this is still moving at a pace.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I actually went and sailed the high seas to have a look at whether it was this quick in the manga. Yeah, no, it is just this quick.
Oh.
That's Mizukami's style, I'm pretty sure. Mizukami writes fast-paced stories.
No,
yeah,
it just fucking rushed through it. We are on chapter... I think the last episode covered chapter 9? 9 or 10.
Wow.
Which, isn't bad for episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, those must be some pretty long chapters then.
Let me just check.
It's usually easier to go by volume count rather than by chapter counts.
Oh. Ascending. Come on. So yeah, chapter 9. And the chapters are fairly regular, sort of, maybe a little bit over the weekly standard.
So they adapted to roughly 1 volume's worth then in 4 episodes. That's pretty standard anime pacing. It's usually like 3 or 4 episodes per volume.
Yeah.
I believe we're actually partway into volume 2 at the moment.
Yeah, that tracks. Like I said, it's about 3 or 4 episodes per volume.
Let me just say that Jinka is pretty based for, wanting to destroy humanity. Just saying.
Humanity does kind of suck, yeah.
Sometimes you think, maybe Jinka has a point, Maybe we're better off without... Maybe the world is better off without humans. I don't know.
But then Tamer starts talking and I'm fully convinced onto her side again.
Yeah,
Tamer's great.
You got a point. Yeah.
Tamer is fantastic.
Tamer's fucking amazing. I love Tamer.
I do love how, kind of villainous Jinka is.
Yeah.
He's kind of a monster, and it's great.
A little bit, but sometimes he tries too hard to be a monster that he sees humans actually being, decent, and he's like, oh shit, I can't do it. He's like, oh no, wait, I give a shit, no.
But just he went full villain when he was chasing after the monks.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of warranted a little bit.
Yeah.
Some fucked up stuff going on there,
Oh no, definitely they deserved it, but it's like he took it as carte blanche to let out his true feelings.
Also, the monks throwing out giant laser beams, and giant stone fists. What the hell?
That's pretty fucking metal.
Yeah, that was pretty great. And obviously, fucking Kenjiro Suda voicing Yazen.
Okay, so that is him. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's definitely it was Suda.
He's using a slightly different voice for that, but you could still tell.
To be fair, Suda has a very distinctive voice.
But yeah, and fucking Jinka got KO'd by a castle.
That's pretty fucking metal. Mizukami writes some wild
just come out of nowhere. He's even like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Shakuyaku is a good addition to the cast.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And it's good that there's somebody other than Jinka and Tamer for Shinsuke to play off.
Yeah,
because those are two dynamics that he's never coming out on top in. Raido was pretty.
I do like the dynamic that's developing among the core cast is really nice.
No, I really liked the various dynamics. And yeah, Raido was a cool addition as well. And yeah, just Jinka being very petty in leaving Raido alive.
He's so petty.
It's so petty and it's so great.
He's such a petty bitch.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And he's so proud of himself for yeah, I turned that back on him. Fuck him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
He has just such the strongest petty bitch energy.
Yeah. And yeah.
That's good.
Unsurprisingly, Jinka wants to be a full-time Kadawara instead of a part-timer. But
because he is an extreme misanthrope.
Yeah, it remains to be seen whether he can get the hours or not.
Yeah, not every part-timer gets promoted to full-time, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm fucking loving this. This is a lot of fun.
It's good old action romp.
Yeah, I've also been seeing Mizukami like retweeting shit related to the anime, which I don't think I saw him do for Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. So
Shocker!
Oh no!
Shocker!
All accounts, he hated the adaptation for Biscuit Hammer.
I'm sure he did.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. I hated the fucking adaptation for it. I'm just a reader of it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it. I have every right to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't bring myself.
Yeah. I'll have to look it up because I think I saw an article on like why the adaptation for Lucifer was so janky, but I don't remember what it was.
If you find it, send it to me.
Yeah, I think it had something to do with whatchamacallit, like the original director for the project being like having a very weird vision for what to make the show.
Oh,
that doesn't shock me. I see what that director's been on. That doesn't shock me at all.
That does actually ring a bell. Might it be a Sakagaburu article?
Maybe, yeah.
Because that does actually ring a bell.
Yeah, I think it was like had a very different vision and left the project midway through, and they didn't have enough time to like too drastically actually put in the effort to make a good adaptation after that.
Yeah. No, that I do definitely remember something like that. I can't, like you, I can't remember where it was though.
Sakagaburo sounds about right, but I could be wrong.
It's okay, guys. We'll get all of Mizukami's works adapted, and then one day, in the far-off future, we'll get a new Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer adaptation, and it'll be great.
I just need. I was hoping that's Brotherhooded.
I just really need.
Of course, it'll be done by Mappa, because Mappa will be the only studio that exists at that point, because it devoured all the other ones.
Yeah.
I fucking hope not.
But yeah, I really need a good adaptation of Spirit Circle, please.
Yeah, the world needs that.
Like Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer is good. Spirit Circle is better.
Well, fingers crossed that we'll see Spirit Circle get a good anime.
I don't necessarily disagree, but that is debatable. I mean, I love them both kind of equally, so.
We should probably move on at this stage, because we're on a tangent now.
No, let's keep going.
Alright, let's move on to Shangri-La Frontier.
Oh wait, yeah, no, we can talk about this. No, this is fun.
The Weathermon fight has been so fucking good so far.
Oh yeah, it's been fantastic.
So just tying himself to the fucking horse to stay on. Absolutely galaxy brained move right there.
I like how Arthur's just like, if that's what you're into.
If it goes your float, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you. It's working, so shrug.
Meanwhile, Sunraku has to distract Weathermon for 10 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah, no, like, holy shit. Sunraku got handed the bag there.
Yeah. He also punched his sword out of his hand. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. It backfired, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the support role that Arthur's been playing has been interesting too. Like, she must have straight up bankrupted herself for this fight.
Yeah, she really financially supported this shit, because whoa. She
30 million, holy shit. And that's just the amount she sacrificed to the fucking scale.
Yeah. She put in the work.
Mm-hmm. The groundwork to make it work.
The fight's been really fun.
Looking forward to phase 3 of the battle.
Also, Ashura Kai guys are just getting their asses handed to them.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Just absolutely hilarious. See them get hilariously betrayed by one of their own.
Yeah.
Also, just
also
Ray just having to take off of with Sunraku because of that shenaniganry.
yeah.
Poor girl.
Yeah. No, this show's really, really fun.
I'm just having an absolute blast with it, yeah.
Yeah. Also, the mini shorts at the end of every episode continue to be very fun.
Oh yeah, like the one with the Toa impersonators.
Yes.
She looks so
She's-
pissed.
She slaughtered all of them.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Identity theft is no joke after all. I continue to have a blast with this one.
No, this show's fantastic. It's very, very good fun. I really want to see how this fight shakes out.
Mm-hmm. Should probably move on though.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright.
get it.
Let's move on to Solo Leveling.
A show with kind of similar energy, but with much higher stakes.
Mm-hmm. This one's actually life or death.
Yeah.
Have you seen today's episode number?
Yeah.
Just wow, what a bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah. But also, man, he got jacked.
Oh yeah, no,
he's
he got
built
swole. All those nurses just thirsting after him was so funny.
now. Yeah.
Did you see that patient? Oh my god, he's hot. that was a funny bit.
Yeah?
But yeah, I am very eager to see him take on Spoder. That will be
I'm-
interesting.
I don't think he'll have much of a challenge. Let's
Oh, I don't think so either.
yeah.
It'll still be interesting to see how the fruit of his efforts pay off, as it were.
Mhm. It's actually kind of insane how much different he looks. His voice got deeper too.
Yeah, no, that's the consequence of him getting so shredded. That's how it works, right? You get shredded, you get your voice drops an octave or two.
Sure. Why not? I wonder what stat you have to put like attributes into in order to get your voice deeper.
Don't know.
Does it just like come with all of them as they get built up, or is it like it has to be a specific one?
That's a very good question.
But
So
That's
I-
not
hey, it's
the
glad- it's-
answer for us.
yeah. But hey, it's glad to know he's been keeping up with his dailies. Good for him. He's a good gacha
Yeah,
player.
he's been managing the daily grind like any veteran gacha player.
Yes, exactly. Good for him.
So yeah, I've watched the first 2 episodes of this now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does it get any cheerier?
Wait, what do you mean, like more lighthearted?
Yes?
Yeah, there's more jokes episode 3 onward.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
honestly, like the darkest shit has been in like the first 2 episodes.
Okay,
There's
good.
some brutal fight sequences in like episodes 3 and 4, but like it's still overall a more lighthearted experience. Episode 1 is like at a very, very early darkest hour, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't dislike it, but yeah, it was pretty fucking dark.
Yeah, it was it's pretty dark, and you know, it still kind of is, but we get to have more fun later as it goes on, so.
Mm-hmm. That we do.
Yeah. There is his one friend that seems to still be recovering from the experience.
Also, yeah, like the fucking summary made it seem like everybody other than him died.
No, it wasn't that. It was half the party died though.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
not everybody.
because
Yeah.
most of them were fucking idiots.
Well, to be
Yeah.
fair, the first couple of people who died were not
Alright,
idiots. They just had no idea.
the first dude I can understand it. He didn't know. But the dude who was like, I can outpace these lasers.
He doesn't know about the fucking laser beams.
And apparently moves so slow he didn't get fully caught and left his fucking shins behind.
Yeah.
What a fucking noob.
Apparently those fucking guys were like, oh, this guy thinks he's quick, huh? Alright, better aim a little bit ahead of where we think he's gonna be. Oh, he was actually slower than we thought. Okay. Well, we got him anyway.
Him, I guess.
Yeah. And the fucking dude who kept mentioning his family. Like, come on, dude. You're just asking to get murked now.
To be fair, Jinwoo was also like, you don't think the rest of us have families? Really, dude? Really?
I mean, yeah, I don't know what it was like in the sub, but fucking hell, Alex Lee went so fucking hard in that scene.
Oh, no,
at the end of episode 2.
Trying to remember who voices him in the...
Ban Taito.
He went fucking hard on the screen.
Good.
Like, I think he blew his voice out or something. I would not be shocked.
I'm glad both of them went hard then, because, yeah, fucking...
Yeah.
Alex Lee was
Some
fantastic
raw
there,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Do we get some Jin-Ho coming up?
Yes.
Okay, good.
We just got him today.
Okay, good. I want more Bryna. It's been a while since I've actually heard him.
Yeah, and so far he's a very good addition.
Good.
Yeah. He's the only member of the new party who isn't a douchebag.
Yeah.
I say it's been a while. I obviously heard him in Dr. Stone No World Part 2.
Wait.
Because he's Ginro.
What are you talking about?
I'm being dumb,
Ginro,
okay?
yeah. But
But to be fair, Ginro isn't in a large portion of that season.
That's true. That is
Mhm.
true, but still.
I know.
Come on,
it suddenly hit me. Wait, no, he is.
Tisk tisk. But yes. Good stuff.
Solo Leveling's very fun.
Let's move on, though, to Tales of Wedding Rings.
So we've gotten to the point of introducing the second, and today's episode introduced the third of the Ring Princesses, who the two of them are very different in terms of their general behaviors and attitudes. So the second one is the Wind Princess is an elf who is basically a hikikomori, and the Fire Princess is a cat girl who is a warrior princess who has basically said she will only marry someone who can beat her in a fight and has been undefeated for several straight years now. So, night and day contrast, so that's good. Definitely having variety in personalities and archetypes there. And there is a nice bit of chemistry with the Elf Princess Nephritis and both Sato and Hime, which is also good. Will be fun to see how Granart, the Cat Princess, fits in with this dynamic. But so far, it's just been the point of Sato got his ass kicked by Granart the first time and has to train up to be able to actually fight evenly with her to actually, continue the mission of meeting up with all the Ring Princesses and securing alliances with them. Yeah. Fun world-building stuff so far, and fun story stuff so far.
Can I just go back to Sengoku Youko for a second?
You found something on that?
Yeah, so first, it appears the comments came from Mizukami himself on his Twitter, which was later deleted. The other thing, he is live tweeting the Sengoku Youko episodes.
Wait, really? Oh, wow.
Not even a fucking day, Jesus.
He at the very least did it for the most recent episode. I'm not entirely sure if he did it for the episode previous, but yeah. No, there are definitely a bunch of tweets about where he's talking about it.
That is like such a contrast.
That's great.
Yeah. Like he says something like, "I really like the name Gura Gura Sama."
Nice. Good on him.
Yeah. So yeah. No, I think he's a lot happier with this adaptation.
Yeah.
I can't blame him for that. But yeah, I think we're safe to move on because I have 3 solo shows in a row to talk about.
Yeah. Let's move on then to "'Tis Time for Torture, Princess."
They've been doing a good job of varying up the gags on this.
Good.
So it's not just the food-based gags. There's also stuff like playing video games or being able to pet an adorable fluffy animal like this ginormous good boy, as it were. And at one point, the demon princess, who is just an adorable little thing, is like tries to quote unquote torture the princess, and is just utterly adorable in the process. And she caves in because, of course, she does. But yeah, there's also the variation of the switch up gag because the sword X also winds up in the hot seat, as it were. And the hot seat involves him getting a nice good polish. And the blacksmith is like, "I'm going to leave you half polished unless you talk because I can't give you a full treatment. That would be against the protocol. If you want a full sheen and polish, you gotta talk." It helps that all the quote unquote secrets involved in this are just like for the most part super innocuous things.
Mm.
Like what the I'm trying to remember one of them. They're just so minor that I can't even remember most of them. They're just very silly things.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a lighthearted show if it was actual, like, legitimately dangerous state secrets being given up.
Mm.
But yeah, this is a very fun, fluffy show. The gags have consistently been very funny.
Good.
Not much else to talk about it, though, because it's a gag comedy.
No, that's fair. Let's move on then to Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy Season 2.
He now has to corral not 1, not 2, but 3 murderously loyal followers of his. He needs all the heart medication he can get. But yeah, Makoto is having a not fun time because he accidentally applied for a teaching job rather than a student position at the academy, and he has to do this funky ass test for it. But he passes with flying colors, and he gets in. But the episode before that basically focuses on the tail end of what the other heroes were doing while he was off doing his own Season 1 adventures. And the what's his face? Shithead McGee. You know, I'm just not gonna name him. He's Shithead McGee to me. Basically is when he realizes that his special goddess powers aren't working for him anymore, he fucks off and abandons his allies like a coward. Because of course he does. Meanwhile, the other hero party is forced to hold the line against powerful demon general's forces, and only barely makes it out by the skin of their teeth, and one of them has to sacrifice herself in order to allow for everyone else to get away. So yeah, Shithead McGee is a piece of garbage. Hibiki's alright, though. She is going through it because basically her closest friend sacrificed herself to save her life, so that's fun. But yes, I am very curious as to where this story, the rest of the story is going to go. I'm very curious as to if/when Makoto is going to meet with run into the other 2 heroes, because it could definitely prove to be rather interesting. But yes, should probably move on to something that someone else has actually watched.
Moving on to Urusei Yatsura Season 2.
No, I didn't watch these episodes. I'm kidding. No, I'm caught up. Fun stuff.
Mendo's not having a good time right now.
No, I think I've realized that some of the funniest shit in this show it relates to Mendo and his family.
Yeah, exactly. And most of it is just Mendo just having a very bad time, but
Yes.
still.
Yes, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Also, an electric jungle.
That's a pretty clever concept. I find it hilarious that it's just straight up Mendo's backyard.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a twist right there.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Also, the TV just talking to him, like, somehow almost perfect responses.
Yeah,
just great.
It's his grandpa.
Yeah, it's his grandpa.
Yeah, the TV is his grandpa.
Yeah, the Electric Jungle episode actually had some good character stuff with Luminatoru. Like some actual decent developments of their relationship.
Yeah.
Which was pretty nice to have.
Yeah. It really shows that when he's not being an asshole, he's
capable
genuinely
of
a pretty decent person, or he can be a decent person.
He is capable of being a decent person.
Yes.
The problem is 90% of the time he chooses not to be.
Yes, it's kind of, the beginning of that episode. I mean, he starts off like he made plans with Lum, and then he ditches her to go on a date with another girl. But in the middle of that date, he's like, "Shit, I can't do this." So he leaves to go find Lum.
I do love how he just tags in his friend to finish
Yeah,
the
his
date
friend.
for
Yeah,
him.
he just tags in his friend.
That is so silly.
Yeah.
That would not work in real life,
No.
but it is so funny. But yeah, whatchamacallit? But yeah, he outright is like, "Oh, I'm going to be so late. She is going to be mad at me." I don't blame her for that, though.
No. Not at all.
Yeah. Also, just like everyone just having to deal with the relationship bullshit between the two is, and just being so used to it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That was just very fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there's also the episode where Kurama tries to sleep with Rei.
That goes very poorly, as expected.
Yes. It's very funny how he keeps transforming while she's not looking, and then he transforms back when she starts to look.
Yep. That was such a funny little joke.
Yeah. That's a good
And
gag.
all the bird guys just trying their best to prevent it.
Mhm.
Even after she sees it, it's like, "Look this way! I already saw it!"
Also, he saved Ram, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, he saved her over the food, which is huge character development for him.
Yes, which is pretty. That's saying a lot for a character that doesn't have any character aside from being hungry.
Yep.
And also, he likes Lum, I guess, but he clearly feels something for Ram now, so that's pretty cool.
He has gone from being indifferent to Ram to being kind of sort of capable of caring about her.
Yeah.
Which is progress for the show.
Yeah, that's development.
That's character development, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, now Mendo is engaged to a rival family's daughter, who apparently was kept secret from what's his face, from the brother. So he has no idea that she exists for some reason. Also, she's wearing a suit of armor that says Maiden on it, which is pretty funny.
I love that silly little visual gag. It is very in keeping with the series' humor.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out.
Also, just everyone having very different reactions to the news of the engagement. Just like fucking Yatsura trying to get himself engaged, and Mendo's dad being like, "I'm sorry, who are you? What the fuck are you doing, kid? Get out of here." It's these kinds of episodes when Yatsura is the funniest, or he's just like a silly little scamp, just doing random shit.
He's just being silly. He's not like hurting anyone in the progress. He's in the process. He's just being silly.
Yeah, he's just being a little scamp.
Yeah. No, this the show continues to be funnier than it has any right to be. Also, I do want to make note, the art that happens like in the middle of every episode before they start like the next segment, I really like that art.
Oh yeah, it's very fun.
With all the characters in
absolutely
space
madcap.
Yeah.
Fits the madcap show, tone of the show.
Sure. Yeah, I like that, and I also like the art that plays like for the next episode, like preview thingies. Those are cool too.
Oh, those are neat.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I like that art a lot. But yeah, this show's very, very good.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. Great.
Alright, let's move on then to Villainess, level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the Demon Lord.
I am dropping this one.
Fair enough.
Like, the main character isn't bad in and of herself, but a lot of the supporting cast is either just like boring or incredibly annoying, and I just cannot vibe with that. And that is an issue when you have a show with a protagonist who's very non-expressive. So yeah, I'm dropping this one.
All right. Anything
I
else?
don't feel the need to elaborate.
Anything else?
Production values are kind of so-so as well. I'd be willing to give this a second shot if I hear enough good things about it down the line, but like, I'm not holding my breath to keep going on this one.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of the supporting cast is just really aggravating. That is a death sentence for me.
Okay. Moving on then to the weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash.
I'm dropping this.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just kind of dull. Again, we're just seeing this girl like just make her way and survive, and not a lot of actual substance actually happening. It's just pretty like, I don't mind mundane stories like that, but it's a little too much, and it feels like it's dragging its feet a bit. So it's not bad, and I wouldn't be shocked if it gets like very good later on, but I don't have the attention span for that. Visually, it doesn't look too bad either.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay then. Moving on to The Witch and the Beast. Bold move to sideline your main characters in episode 4. A move that
How are
worked.
they sidelined?
Because Guido and Ashaf weren't the main pair in episode 4.
Oh, I haven't watched this show yet. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was going crazy for a second.
No,
I thought you were about to tell me, but Mill, they were the main characters the entire episode.
Yeah, they were. Did you watch it?
No, basically, like, there was some necromancy shit going on, and Ashaf basically went, my organization can help you with that, but not me. I'm not a necromancer. Let me get you in touch with somebody. And introduced Johan and Fenora, who were pretty great, actually.
Oh, wow. I was gone for like less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Weakest Tamer didn't
have
take
much
long.
to say I didn't have much to say about Weakest Tamer. It's not very good. I'm dropping it. Moving on.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well.
But yeah, at one point, like, Fenora did this thing that attracted a bunch of undead and then just stuck it on Johann's back and just let him
That was so
deal with
funny.
it.
That was so funny.
But the two-parter before that was very interesting because it seemed to come to a resolution of revenge is good.
Well, I think the resolution was more like, be careful with your twisted desires before it turns into a palace. I mean, before it turns into murdering your stepdad out of overprotective zeal for your your adopted mom.
I don't think that was platonic love.
No, it was not platonic love. I never said it wasn't. It was.
Fair, but I wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, no, like, incest is bad, kids.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's implied that the grimoire, like, manipulated
Corrupted
that.
their,
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely corrupted their, affection towards their mother.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fucked up still, but, like...
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
It wasn't her fault at all. It was definitely the grimoire.
Yeah. And apparently the grimoires can just turn up wherever they want.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah, it's not great. It's really not great. But
Yeah, it's definitely not.
No, it was a good two-parter. Haynes was a good addition, and
I was worried she would die at some point. I was like, oh, please don't kill her off. That'd be very bad.
no, instead she just fucking shotgun blasted her two adopted sons right in the fucking skull.
Which is, well, terrifying and incredibly metal.
That after Guido just absolutely, like, demolished both of their faces in one punch.
Oh yeah, no, their faces were swollen and deformed by that, Jesus.
Yeah. So it was pretty easy target to aim for.
Mm-hmm. Also, you don't need to very good aim for a shotgun. You just pray and spray.
Point and shoot, yeah. especially from that distance.
Yeah.
I did like the reveal of a Shaft's little trick, because I was like, a lot of people died there that they didn't really seem to be bothered about.
Yeah, that was clever.
And it was like, oh no, I made dummies. Like, okay, fair enough, that works. Good for them.
Clever girl.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, this has been a fairly interesting show thus far. If interesting that we've only had one witch in this entire time.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I mean, a fake witch is close enough, I guess.
Apparently, but not for Guido.
Yeah.
She was very unhappy about that.
Pissed. Yeah.
But, yeah.
This has been pretty good so far, honestly.
It has been interesting, yeah. I'm not necessarily sure if it's, up in the top tier of my shows, but it's, it's definitely been interesting.
It's a decent second or third stringer for me, yeah.
Yeah. And, I still fucking love Guido and Ashaft's strip, so...
Oh yeah, no, the show has excellent drip.
Like, they are just absolutely killing it in their work attire.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking, Ashaft just casually lighting a cigarette with magic. I fucking love when that happens.
Oh yeah, that's so great. It sucks that smoking's bad for you because it looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't care when it comes to something like this. The shaft looks too cool to not smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm liking the show thus far.
Same.
So I think we can, unless you have any closing statements.
Nothing else to add, really.
Alright, let's move on to our final show before the fucking 3-hour mark. The wrong way to use healing magic.
This is quite probably my favorite show that neither of you two are watching.
I am
It's
so busy.
This one's getting a dub, you know.
I know, but I'm still very busy.
What about you, Nmbr?
I'll probably give it a shot soon. Because I do have room on my list, so.
I appreciate it. The show is so good, and I want to talk about it with the two of you.
What day does it come out?
Fridays.
I don't have anything on Fridays, to be fair.
Fridays are pretty light for me.
Looks like you're picking up a new show, Mil.
I don't have anything on Friday. If you'd said something like Saturday or even Wednesday or Thursday or Wednesday, I would have said no, because I have enough shows on those days as it is. But Friday, I might be able to do it.
Appreciate that. But yeah, this is very fun. The character dynamics have been great, and also they introduced an adorable bear who is basically the team pet now.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my favorite show that airs on Fridays, The Undead Unwanted Adventurer.
You dropped that after episode 1.
No. I forgot about my other favorite show that airs on Fridays, Snark Basui.
I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, this is very good. Like I said in the premiere stream, this is basically the right way to do isekai. Like, it takes a lot of isekai tropes and just either plays with them in a very fun way or just does an interesting reinterpretation of them. And I think that's really good. It's very strong, but kind of back to basics approach to it that I think is very refreshing. And it handles a lot of its elements really well. It helps that the cast has a lot of very good personalities to them. Rose Usato and Suzune in particular are all extremely standout characters that have just very great dynamics both with each other and with the rest of the cast. But it's just such a fun show. Like, I would definitely recommend checking it out.
I will check out the dub.
Let's see who's in the dub cast, actually, because I think I remember seeing some names I recognized. So, Alexis Tipton, Colleen Clinkenbeard, Matthew Allen Holmes, and Alejandro Saab are the main cast.
Do love Alejandro Saab.
There's also, let's see, Hayden Davio, Sarah Wiedenheft, Anthony Bowling, Christopher Weckamp,
Love him.
and David Wald and Jill Harris.
Do love a good David Wald appearance.
Yeah. Nah, it's a really good voice cast. I have been watching it subbed because I'm pretty sure it's not a simuldub, but I could be wrong.
Where is it on Mal?
It's on. Just go under characters and voice actors.
No. What rating does it have?
7.6.
Oh, I just skipped past it then. Okay, good. I was gonna get a little annoyed if stuff like Unwanted Undead Adventure was above it. I mean, I'm upset that Unwanted Undead Adventure is above anything, really, but
Yeah, that one's really fucking boring.
I mean, Metallic Rouge is only on a 7.03.
That's so weird to me.
Sengoku Youko is on a 6.82.
That just goes to show that
Yeah,
Mal
see,
has
Metallic
very
Rouge I
terrible
can
taste.
understand because, like, just let them cook. It's fine. I think a 7's fair enough for where it is right now. Sengoku Yoko's a travesty. I don't know what's up with that.
Like, some of the stuff right above a 7.5 on Mal is just super questionable at best.
Yeah.
I mean, we obviously haven't
In recent
discussed it.
seasons, it's largely been pretty accurate, so it's kind of shocking that it's kind of all over the place this season.
But yeah,
why is Gashino for Magical Girls at 7.5?
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
about
that's
to mention
really,
it,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. That's pretty that's fucked up. What the hell?
God damn it. People get horny over the weirdest shit, I swear.
Like, people are getting horny over something they shouldn't be getting horny over.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Like, this isn't a kink. This is straight up like
This is
children in
children.
sexual positions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we
Anyway.
should probably wrap up because, yeah, we're spinning the wheels now.
Yeah. Okay. So, any last words for wrong way to use healing?
Please, for the love of God, watch this. It's so good.
I'm good. I'm taking a nap.
I'll do my best.
Damn it, number!
I'm kidding. I'll try to work it in.
Like I said, I will
Appreciate
I
it.
will do my best next week.
Thank you, Mel.
I'm still gonna have you get the screenshots though.
I figured as much. I know I'm not getting off that easy.
It's harder for me to do it with dub shows is the thing. Just because,
I know.
I'm really glad that I'll give Netflix this one thing. They have subs for the Delicious in Dungeon dub, which is really nice.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
No, they have an accurate subs as well. They're not just putting the the fucking sub
Like the subtitle for the
Yeah.
Japanese dub.
Yeah, they're not just putting that on it. They've actually got legit subtitles for it, which is really good.
Like actual closed captions.
Yeah.
Good. Because not all sites do that.
No, fucking Crunchyroll hasn't done it for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Crunchyroll's pretty bad about it.
really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing that they also don't do is sometimes they don't even fucking translate their fucking writing on screen.
That's an issue. That's a worse issue on Hulu or Disney Plus, I found.
But it's specifically in some dubs because apparently the subtitles for the on-screen text is tied to the subtitle track for the dialogue.
That's stupid. That's
So
fucking
when
stupid.
when they take away the subtitles for the dialogue, they also take away the text subtitles. It's fucking
That's
dumb.
incredibly fucking stupid.
But apparently it's happening. But yeah, yeah. But it does make it more difficult because for example, for Metallic Rouge, I wanted to get the screenshot of Rouge, growling and barking. I was like, oh god, I really fucking hope the sub did this as well. Otherwise, this is another ruined opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, it did.
Yes.
But yeah, come on, Crunchyroll, please give some subs to your fucking dubs. Also, pay your staff more to do that.
Yes. Please.
Well, I'm not blaming the staff on this. The staff are overworked and underpaid.
Yeah,
Higher up.
Because
Unfortunately, that's not a Crunchyroll only issue, though.
I
to be
know.
fair.
that
I
is an
know.
issue with our current capitalist system. We
Yeah.
live in a capitalist hellscape, etc., etc.
Yeah.
On the bright side, at least Crunchyroll, when they do dub something, they dub it in a billion different languages.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is
That
fair.
is good.
I'll give him
Yeah.
That is 1 point in their favor.
Though
I think
it's
Netflix does that too.
yeah, it did get my hopes up a few days ago because again I was thinking about shows that I could eventually show my mum. It's like, oh, did Skip and Loafer get a dub? And then I was like, okay, I'll go check on Crunchyroll. Checked. It said dubbed and sub. Was like, oh god, I must have missed a dub. They must have released it after the fact. That's great. No, it was in Spanish and Portuguese.
And doesn't have an
That's
English dub?
unfortunate.
No, it doesn't have an English dub.
That's really
so
weird.
It was one of the most popular shows last year.
Maybe I'll get one eventually. If they're dubbing it in other languages, then they probably will.
Fingers
Hope so.
crossed.
That's
Anyway.
so weird.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. Let us wrap it up. So, 3 hours, 4 minutes. Almost 5 minutes. Yeah.
This is a lot shorter than our videos from last season.
There's not a huge amount going on this season. I mean, I say that having watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 shows.
I'm watching like 25 shows this season, but that's still like
That's
less
light.
than what I was
That's
watching
light
last.
for you, though.
That is
Which is like, how the fuck do you do that, dude? How?
My media consumption is a lot less varied than either of yours.
Yeah, Jack,
Yeah.
but mainly just watches anime.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did watch two American produced shows this last month that just wrapped
Whoa,
up.
2? Damn. That's crazy.
What, Percy
That
Jackson
is a
has
lot
been
for me.
Hotel?
Percy Jackson has been Hotel, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to now that there's a little bit less pressure on me in terms of anime, I can go back and finish Percy Jackson.
Fun fact, Mill, you're watching 16 shows, you said?
I think so, yeah.
I'm currently watching 14.
Wow.
Holy shit, Numbers watching less than Mill. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Again, I'm making an active effort to watch less this season, but, you know.
I mean, maybe I'll go down with the Delusional Monthly Magazine and bang Bravern.
Yeah, that's true.
But
And
then-
granted, I haven't added Healing Magic or
Yeah.
Ninja Kamui, which I do want to check out when that comes out.
Yeah, I'm also going to be adding...
What was that second one?
Ninja Kamui. It's an Adult Swim anime.
Oh, okay. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't recognize it.
Oh, speaking of Kamui, I believe the final volume of Golden Kamui has finally been uploaded to Viz.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
they
Oh,
got
you're gonna
they got
finish
another
that,
drop,
huh?
so I can finish that at some point as well. Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, I'll do the same.
31 volumes. So yeah, it's gotten the last volume. Cool, awesome, hooray!
I'm hyped for that final season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I also lost my shit at the most recent World Trigger chapter. So yeah.
Oh, I've been behind on World Trigger for a while. Has it been good?
I've been enjoying it. I mean, it's still the locked in arc, which has been frustrating some people because it's a lot of talking, but it's honestly just so fun getting to see these characters not just interacting with each other, but interacting with different characters than they usually would.
Yeah. It's less I have a problem with the arc and more it's just that it's been like this for so long.
That is
And,
unfortunately the issue with both.
Whenever and,
Yeah,
like this is a monthly release
yeah.
now. Yeah, it's a monthly release. So when you get a monthly release and it's just, that, it's a little frustrating. So that's
No,
why I'm
I
just waiting till the arc's over to binge it all at once.
I can totally understand that. I can totally understand it.
Because I do enjoy what's there. It's
Yeah.
just,
No,
Yeah. It's
I
slow going.
get it, and it's just unfortunately the issue with Ashihara's health being what it is.
honestly, I commend them for sticking to their guns on this because again, I know a lot of people don't like this arc. So.
Yeah. But no, it's
We should probably wrap it up now.
but yeah. Most recent chapter ended with another hint that Osamu's gonna fuck things up, and I'm so looking forward to it.
Ooh, okay, cool.
But yes, that is our 3+ episode check-in for the winter anime. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, tomorrow we haven't got any word from Kado, so I'm going to assume not D&D. So we'll probably be doing either the tier list or maybe part 3 Stardust Crusaders of Jojinopoly.
Please, let's just do the tier list.
We've got to finish Jojen Jack.
I know, but we can do both in the week. We don't have to do one.
Stand proud, Jack. Stand
I'm
proud.
not strong, though.
Oh, we haven't played Persona 5 yet this week, so we could do that.
Yeah, depends on if it's available.
Yeah, we'll see. Tuesday will, Tuesday and Thursday will be, the regular gaming streams. Next Saturday, however, is... Oh, I do absolutely need to finish Percy Jackson because we're going to be talking about it next week.
Yep.
Okay, deadline. Cool.
Sorry, Mill. We did talk about this earlier.
Yeah, I completely forgot that that's what we were going to do. Okay, cool. I can work with
Percy
that.
Jackson isn't that long, is it?
No, it's not.
It's only 8 episodes. It's not that bad.
Okay.
I'm not in at all on Tuesday, and I have no shows airing that day, so I'll probably do it then.
Probably a good idea.
So yeah, that's everything. So again, thank you for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and all that YouTube stuff. I still have too much dignity to say.
Like and subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to press that bell icon and leave a comment down below if you enjoy our content.
And otherwise, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for whatever it ends up being. Good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.